Greetings to the Nice Dawn podcast. With us here today is Alec,
Ren von Stromschlag,
Marcus, as drinking
Why
some.
the fuck would you do that now?
Drinking.
That doesn't make any sense to our audience.
Marcus, I'm sorry.
He's drinking soda.
a 2-liter container of soy milk.
No, it's a 2-liter can of Mountain Dew. Don't destroy the brand.
Sorry,
That we don't even have anything to cover it. There's no point in hiding it.
Okay. Alex as
Tune.
and Sam as
Jimbo.
and Marcus. What happened last time? You're welcome.
Don't make it come out your nose, please.
I fucking hate you.
Nice decide.
Boy, well, last session we did drugs in a caravan.
Well, I was pulling it.
Yee.
I feel like you're including all of us in something that wasn't all of us.
He got struck by lightning.
I did.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
We
No,
were,
sorry.
and we were named new council members. That's really it. That is the majority of what happened last session. Those three
I am the
things.
Senate.
I am the Senate.
Yeah, you were named the new council of four of Nehlets. What the mayor's now calling New Nehlets, which is your keep.
New Let's.
Gosh. No one seems to be really opposed or really for. They were just they're more.
They are.
Yeah, they're at this point. You got the sense that people are just like they don't seem like they're absolute shit. So
Alright, time to start killing people.
So what you're saying is we have a bit of leeway we can get away with.
I'd say you've enough leeway where they're like you're better than the mayor, being by himself.
Well, I mean, the mayor.
So far you're an employer.
From OD.
So far you have a business. You are an employer. You're employing that new lady, the new barmaid lady.
Oh yeah,
The
you
place-
fought for the bar.
Oh yeah, that also happened last session.
You straight up murdered someone.
Your new employee cleaned up the ashes.
I was informed that apparently there's some sort of, trial by combat to gain
There really isn't.
ownership of an
It was
establishment.
more just an old barmaid felt cheated out of what she felt like was.
Well,
her.
fuck you, lady.
Well,
We
too
got the
bad she
place
couldn't
fair and
cheat that.
square.
I mean, seriously,
We already had the deed for it.
if the CEO of a company dies, the oldest cashier doesn't suddenly get the business.
There's a bit of a difference between CEO of a company and like the mom and pop shop on the corner.
Yeah, but the oldest cashier still doesn't get the business.
She wasn't related to the person who owned it.
Has anyone come up who's related or the person who previously owned it? No one seemed to be related to him. No one came up to talk to you guys. And so this person is probably the only person who's actually related, as far as you guys know, or you're not related physically, but like
The only one who wanted it.
the only person who wanted it.
I mean, we wanted it.
We wanted it pretty badly, so
We
enough
want-
to kill over it, apparently.
I mean, I didn't mean to kill her.
Yeah, you did try to go
You had your
non-lethal, but I'm like,
breathe fire on her.
and I'm like,
It
no,
was lightning.
breathe lightning, and then it made the Molotov cocktails explode in her hand.
Yeah, that part was a little more dramatic than I was expecting.
To be fair, she was also very aggressive.
She was.
She came out with knives and Molotovs. I think we.
Well, she basically said it's mine, and then you guys were like,
No.
no.
No,
And
it's
she's
really
like, I'll
not.
fight you assholes for it, it's mine. And you guys were like, oh, fine, sure, try.
And then most of us just walked in as the explosion happened, like, oh.
Yeah, no, I was the only one there. I was
Oh,
just
boy.
like, oh, you
And
want to.
Tremoff took notes.
Oh, Zori and Netsil have a body.
Yeah, we have a dead body.
Oh right.
Yep, Netseals.
Her
Wait,
dead
Netsil,
sister.
and we're in. And what's the town in? Nehlets.
One of
Nehlets?
the Let's, actually.
Netsil.
Netseal.
Nehlets seal?
No.
Conspiracy! Illuminati!
She's the owner, actually.
There's Illuminati in my campaign
People tell you
setting.
guys.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil things, but
We
but
should
you guys
start
know
YouTube and do new Let's Plays.
Okay.
I thought that was gonna go over better.
The Let's
Never mind.
Plays. It took me a moment to get that. That was actually really good.
So for breakfast today, by the way, because we keep forgetting to do it at the beginning of the session.
That's so much milk.
But also,
Keep burping.
We have some peanut butter balls, apple slices, bacon and egg like muffins, and bacon and.
They
what else
are
is there?
delicious.
we had the
And
sausage patty thing.
ground beef sausage patties.
I made
That
mine
one
into a
made.
face and then put ketchup on it to make it look like a dead bloody face.
I'll put a picture of that up here.
And now I'm eating it. So
Now you have to
dead
remember to
blood.
edit that in.
I know. I already hate myself for saying that right now.
Josh, just have it slowly slide across the screen
r/instant regret.
and then start like stretch its mouth out to make it move and go, hello.
You're making me animate this thing?
Oh.
Oh. Okay. And we'll see.
Can you do like
Make him tap dance.
videos now? Just like
There's just going to be big
You guys
block
should know.
letters saying no in covering the screen right now.
Okay. So, okay. I'm worried about start animating all this stuff now and editing this way more.
animate everything that happens.
Fuck no. I have
I
fucking
fucked
all
the
the
mayor.
No, you don't.
And I have a thing that I like to get is just sleep. I don't get it enough, but I'm gonna try.
You slept 3 hours last night.
Yeah, it's more than usual.
So what we're actually doing, instead of just bickering and active stuff, is the campaign.
What?
So,
Oh, wait, really?
We're getting
So-
back to that now? Okay.
so we ended last session with you guys, as you said, taking drugs and traveling. The journey was pretty quiet. You had your things. You're eating the seek fruit, which seems to be some sort of like rock fruit that you have to smelt.
Haven't quite figured out the psychedelic effect of it yet.
Rock fruit.
You guys have gone for a
Maybe
couple
that's
days.
the time skip. We just get so high we skip over 3 months.
We wake up, it's like, hey, there's a bear at the gate. What? We're gonna still be high.
Everyone's like
Hold
half
up.
coked out, so just
It's like, what?
You guys go and I've been traveling for a couple days now. You're in the last of your journey. You guys actually are about to get to the outcropping of rock that you guys recognize as the one you guys took shelter under, and is the one that overlooks the keep. So you guys will recognize that you'll probably be there within an hour.
I'm gonna check
Or two.
I'm gonna check what weather it's gonna be for the next 24 hours and hope it's not lightning again.
I think you got snow.
Can you
last
stop
time.
rolling for this? You keep screwing us over by rolling for this.
I will say the weather has
heavy snowfall.
the weather has been a little harsh, and people have been frustrated by it.
Snowfall would be better.
See, no, this is good.
It was
because
storming,
now
hailing, snowing.
but now they need to get out their frustrations. And that's where Zori comes in.
How
Oh,
has this
God.
happened?
I was wondering how you had 2d8s that time.
I don't know.
And they're both on the 5.
You see,
I'm the only one that owns these dice.
if you play it for RPGs, you'll find that you tend to lose dice and gain other dice that aren't yours. And you're just
But
like,
they can't be anything else's.
You got them now, right?
Yeah, these are
From-
one of the special edition
From
lightning
Lightning?
from Libris
So-
Arcana.
Oh
We probably love on Instagram.
I'm gonna
They don't
run
post
towards the
reviews.
castle.
no. Let's get the bags on you.
it's that you have an actual burlap bag now on top of you.
Yes.
We've literally just put burlap bags over
No.
every part of your body.
Gimbal sewed it properly this time.
And I still
And it has a little smiley face with 2 eye holes.
Yeah, and I
Brother on the
embroidered
back.
brother in the back.
Like a giant.
Oh, I was expecting kick me.
No.
No, I love brother.
Also, if you kicked him in the back, you'd be kicking Gimbal's backpack.
So you kick Gimbal.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Hey, I'm on the mayor's car
2
right
for 1.
now. Hey.
So,
Double Q.
days you start the day. You've been journeying. It's been maybe midday now, maybe a little after. Just drinking that 2-liter of silk. Okay.
It's my wine flask.
Okay, sure.
All right.
Big pint glass.
So that means you have to drink as much as
An
Zori
IRL
does.
constitution saving throw.
You're traveling. It's a little afternoon. You get there maybe an hour or two. Mid-afternoon, and it's been a pretty nice day actually. There's some storms. Whatever kind of weather was over top, you guys seem to have passed. It's definitely going to become winter soon, but it's not winter just yet.
Winter's coming.
Winter is coming. It's not going to be disappointing. Some things were. Spanish Day, it's still a little chilly. However, the sun's rays, its warmth kind of puts that back a little
I'm
bit.
lying
You
on
feel a
top of
little
the
better.
cart, just completely stretched out.
I
Okay.
wonder where you got that idea.
Thank you.
And you're thinking that it's probably gonna be a lot of cycles of this, where it's kind of some kind of more wintry days, more hot sunny days, until it's eventually just full on, just like it's crap outside. It's all winter and snow and hell.
Oh, it's Winnipeg.
Yes.
I'm gonna say out loud, you guys have weird winters here.
Oh,
In the game.
Oh, in the game. I'm saying like
We're from there.
you don't have winters here. Yeah. So, who are you telling this to?
I'm just saying this generally out loud. I'm still on the cart that Yotun is pulling. I'm just lying on top of it now.
Someone grunts and like, yeah, sure.
I'm going to start giving a lecture to Zori on how the weather systems create winter.
Are you gonna climb up on top of the cart like
No,
Zori?
I'm just gonna ride
I just see one hand like Claude's way on top.
I'm just gonna be walking beside the cart, just saying it up at Zori. I'm not actually going to do this because I don't really want to give an actual lecture on weather systems.
Especially fictional fantasy weather systems that you don't know how to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not listening.
Okay. So you. So everything's going well. Yotun's pulling the cart. Gimbal, this is your last chance to rob the mayor.
I'm gonna rob the mayor.
Roll.
Okay,
Constitution
so you
saving
and the mayor
throw.
have already been on this cart for a little while now. Maybe you've been waiting a couple days to kind of get his trust, make sure he feels comfortable with you in his cart.
I'm gonna wait till he tasted one of his drugs.
It probably won't be that
He's
long.
been trying to hold off. Actually, he only has 11 left after that first day.
Quick, someone use suggestion on him. Take more drugs.
I don't have suggestion,
I'm a spider. I don't have that.
and I highly doubt your rev has suggestion.
I did level up their spells this time, so you guys actually have the correct
Oh,
character
excellent.
things.
You didn't give me Bane.
I don't think it's changed.
It hasn't for you.
Okay, that's fine.
Nureb changed his things. So realize that
He has curse.
since he's an arcane forge cleric, he has to have some wizard spells, and he has to have and I really didn't think certain things fit. Like Zone of Truth did not fit as a spell he would have, so I swapped it up to give Identify and what was that again? And Arcane Lock, which I realize with the mending spell, Arcane Lock becomes absolutely broken.
Is this a thing you were telling me about the other day, but I tuned you out completely?
Well, as a result of that, you will not be able to use that tactic unless you think of it yourself.
Hold on.
I'm not in a red.
Mending and arcane lock.
Let us
So-
know in the comments what you think. Okay.
Try to understand. Try to guess the tactic I'm thinking of. So, Gimbal,
I'm a stealth.
a stealthy boy. You wait till the mayor's kind of already kind of like in the zone of riding.
Yeah, but it's just.
I would ask if I could see this, but I know I can't.
You're so you're stretched
You're
out,
a
relaxing on top of a cart.
You're like sunbathing.
Of course, you can't see this.
My passive wisdom is below the average.
Okay, I'm a stealth. There was 2 saves, right?
Yes. There was a kind of a squat, long, and wide one. Almost like imagine just like
A sword.
a basically scaled up book, kind of those dimensions. And then there was another one which was just a normal small safe, maybe about a foot in diameter.
So do I go first for the big one, or for the deceptively small one?
It's not about the size, it's about what you can fit into it.
Yes, we know you're familiar with this.
Ooh.
Alright. I'll start with the long one.
Still stealthy. Let's roll stealth first.
I know.
Oh no.
That is a 12.
Okay.
Because I rolled a 4.
Good way to start.
I like how you roll a 4 and it's still 12.
Oh man, I got expertise in stealth.
Mr.
That's
Mayor.
rogues. He snaps out of his kind of like his riding. He goes, oh, Yes, Ren.
If you have a moment, I would like to talk about the logistics of setting up some education systems over the winter.
Mm-hmm.
Are you providing me cover?
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Are you the
I
headmaster
hear
of
Marcus
school?
groans, so I kind of fall back a little bit. So he's right beside this, so I can hear it.
He goes, education? I've never heard of such a thing being done with it. Why would we have an education in our town? I have fathers and mothers can pass down to their children, but they need to know. Why would we ever need an education? Big cities need those, but not us.
Well,
This with the reins.
Give your response in a second. Now, you rolled a 12.
No, I rolled a 4. I have +8.
Yeah. Okay, you rolled a 12. You basically start walking over. You briefly, one of your legs slips on a loose piece of a plate.
Mm-hmm.
It's a plate skittering down. You make a bit of noise, but that's exactly when Ren pipes up, covering her ass.
Thanks, buddy.
The mayor doesn't seem to notice, and you can continue on.
we've basically become heist partners at this point.
You're just stealing from literally everyone.
Roll your lockpicking.
Hey.
These tools.
A sleight of hand, right?
I think it's proficiency plus dex.
So it's essentially
That's a +6. That's a 9 total.
The long
These
thin
dice
one,
are
right?
going away.
The long and short one.
Yee.
You go up to it, and
They're gone now.
and you look at the lock. It's a combination lock.
the fuck.
I mean, I could probably just rip the door off.
It's not very.
That's not the point.
It's only 3 numbers, so it's not super good. It's only three kind of dials, and only with like 10 numbers on it. So it's not too big, but it's just kind
Wait,
of
there's 10. Oh, yeah, 0's
like
a number.
like
I
0
got
to
confused.
9.
We need to
and
find
then-
out his birthday.
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
Ask him his
when's your
favorite
birthday?
numbers.
What are your favorite numbers in a 3? What are your 3
In order
favorite
of-
numbers in a very specific order that you think is important to you?
Yeah. So
What are the 3 numbers on the back of your credit card?
Can you send a picture?
It's your
um,
stormtrooper name. All the numbers on the front and 3 at the back.
okay.
Let us know
So
in the comments.
Don't send us your credit card information.
That's not your credit card information, it's stormtrooper name.
Oh my god. So,
So
you
it's
realize
expiry
that,
date.
it kind of puts you at halt for a second. You realize that you probably could find some way to pick the lock, maybe mess with the mechanism a bit,
Just try a random
but it'll be a little more difficult than you thought. Meanwhile, back at the argument for education.
There's the education.
Well, my friend, the town has lost a fairly sizable number of its residents in the recent attacks, and I think over the approaching times, we might stand to be in a situation where some more could potentially be lost. And if we end up losing valuable information on how to perform certain tasks within the town, we might be seriously debilitated by another attack.
Oh my gosh, it's so consistent with this little rain motion.
So you're saying that if we lost, say, the tailor, we wouldn't be able to make any more clothes. That is interesting. You
Why is
back
this
on
so
it?
hard to believe?
That is. Well, it's never thought. Formal education isn't really a thing that most people think about in this world.
This is where they all die.
There's colleges
This is
like the
stupid.
Bardic and Wizard colleges. There's basically no other formal education. Well, some people have, but like it's rare. Well, I suppose we could do something. How would you set it up though? He thinks a second. Oh, that's. I see what you mean now. I don't think we can. I think we. No more fine china for us. One person knew how to make. I thought it wouldn't make sense. Fine china is probably
No.
a different word that makes sense then.
China doesn't exist here.
You should have
I guess
a
we don't.
course.
I guess we don't have any more cutlery. Our one. The one smith who knew how to make very proper cutlery and tableware is Yeah, he's dead. So
Just flat.
one of us will have to figure that out.
This doesn't matter to
Exactly.
Gimbal.
That's the guy you have tuning.
So how would you say this?
Oh no! Well, I think the clearest way to do so is to take the foremost authority on our most important tasks and positions
Some more swigs from the wine bottle.
to perhaps run some tutorials to the other people within a similar field so that at least there is some redundancy in the
Skill
knowledge.
sharing, you're saying.
Something along those lines.
They're not sponsored, don't make that joke.
Can we make a safe
Big
drug
Captain.
use class for the mayor?
He could be the teacher.
Your tune walks up. How to take drugs? Like
How to check
that's a
drugs
class
101.
we need.
Yo, Tune, can you get drunk?
No,
Or
No.
like Captain America.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't need food. I don't
She literally
drink.
doesn't consume.
I don't need to breathe.
It's like if you drank a whole all the container for a little while, and it would just be released, and it's just like that's not going to digest at all. The man goes,
We're complete opposites, my brother and I.
yeah.
It's super lightweight and just nothing.
They're just pouring wine into you and you're getting tipsy from it.
The man goes,
Yeah, because the weight, he's gonna fall
so
over.
wouldn't it? Should we record such things in scrolls as well
I
to
think this.
assist further generations?
I do think that would be a very wise idea. How many people in the town, if any, are capable of reading and writing?
One.
I can.
Gimbal can read.
He'll say,
Slowly pull my hand back down as Ren says that.
well, a good chunk of us were educated by our parents. We used to be quite a popular town after all. We had to know these things. So, well, not the children and some, but who didn't require it for the trade, but many do, especially for banking and making sure funds are
Well, excellent.
done properly.
We should create a contingent of them to start recording each of these seminars and create a library of sorts of information.
We know how things turned out with you in the library last time.
God damn it.
He doesn't.
He goes, well, that's true. However, we do need the skilled workers for other things. Maybe one of the children who knows how to read and write, have them be a scribe.
That could be an excellent idea, or any of the positions that aren't particularly active during the winter months, where we could do the majority of the teaching.
Will the library need a receptionist? Because I know someone who's very good at that.
Oh, I just kind of pipe up. Do we though?
I don't think we do.
Zori, what is the last book you've read?
Cosmo magazine.
The magic book that I bought to learn magic.
And before that?
Before that, I
Kama Sutra.
shut up.
At this point, the mayor goes, Oberk, come here. Ren has a job for you. This young kind of young dragonborn hops off of a cart and runs over.
How young?
Yeah. That young.
I knew that was
damn it.
Yeah. Mr. Wren.
Why is he riding the horse now? You're doing the horse.
He just
Used
hops
to
on.
Mr. Wren, what do you have? What do you mean? You have a job for me?
Is this the gentleman who is capable of doing the recording?
The mayor goes, yes. Oberg was taught by his parents. They're the town historians.
Ah!
They were the town historians.
My
Oberg starts crying.
Oberg does seem very distraught. I can write. Yeah, my parents.
Well,
taught me
Oberg.
how.
Congratulations, you are continuing your family's legacy. You have now been promoted to the chief scribe of the new education system.
You get to be just as boring as your parents were.
Oh god.
Big swig of water.
He goes.
We should adopt
He
him.
goes.
No, you
thank
will
you.
die.
He goes,
You're welcome.
Thank you. I'll make sure to do it properly. I'll come find you then when we get to the keep, and you can tell me what to do.
I stand
Perfect.
Over.
Pardon?
I stand over.
They said you stab over.
No,
That's like,
stand!
What are you doing right now?
You're
I'm
locked-
I'm
she's
having
locked.
this entire discussion to cover you.
I know,
Yeah.
I'm trying
So
to...
we're gonna finish this, and then so it's consistent, and then we'll go back to her. She'll have a bit of time.
I feel... No,
Rolls of
I
one.
wanna, like, poke my head into this conversation. Be like, we should have national holidays. What's the mayor's birthday as our inaugural?
You make me pull up my calendar.
You could have gone for a normal ass calendar. You decided to not, and I decided to steal. These are the
'Cause
choices we made.
roll deception.
Because non-decimal calendars make no goddamn sense.
No, you just.
I'm gonna screw myself if I ever DM a campaign. I'm gonna use the Skyrim calendar just to mess with everyone.
The
What
thing is that I know most of that.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm fine.
What's the Skyrim calendar?
Skyrim has its own names for everything. It's just
It's like Monday's like Mundus or something. It's
Oh, I do
so
too.
good.
I know.
Marcus just looks so irritated by the idea.
For some reason, After Effects is opening on my computer.
I really want you to animate the.
God damn it! Yeah.
It wants you to have that face floating across the
Let's just do a
screen.
quick tutorial video right now.
But the Skyrim months have awesome names.
They do.
I can't remember any of them right now, but I assure you they're cool names.
Clearly can't be that awesome if you can't remember them.
There's like fuck.
Fuck, that's a great holiday.
That'll be Zori's holiday.
Fuck.
The orgy pit, yeah.
God.
And
Yeah,
Garrett's
right now
probably
that
got
is
those
not
bone
quite
holes.
that yet. Right now that is a different scenario.
In one of Josh's campaigns where I play a cultist of Garrett's, we do have the bone bowls. They're full of barbecues and fucking. It's great. And guess who started that? Marcus. Good job.
I didn't start that.
Oh,
That was all you.
you started the Garrett's cult
That is
in
correct.
canon.
That is
Therefore,
correct, yeah.
Vera started all of this.
I found the months. Morning Star, Sun's Dawn, First Seed, Rain's Hand, Second Seed, Mid-Year, Sun's Height,
Third
Last
seed. Last seed.
Hearthfire. I forgot Hearthfire was an actual year.
I forgot that
Not
too.
year, but thing.
Month.
Month, yeah. Frostfall, Sun's Dusk, and Evening Star.
I love that the very first one is Satan's last name. Morning Star.
I just like Frostfall. I
To
think
be
that's
honest,
a
I'm from
great one.
Winnipeg. That's
You know what?
describes January.
This actually
perfectly.
works really well. He's gonna go. Oh, he goes.
It's tomorrow.
He goes, are you sure? I'd be honored, but I.
Well, it's tomorrow.
Goes, I would. Are you sure? He seems kind of a little like. Oh,
Yeah.
they're so
Wow.
nice.
You're the
It's like-
first mayor
it's
of
like-
New England.
Oh, the council is so. As the first mayor, I was at that. It is right for me to have have a holiday on my birthday. Thank you. He goes.
I'm gonna love him being such a great puppet. This is awesome.
The easiest person to manipulate of all time.
The 57th of Penton.
Perfect. Ren, remember this. I'm going to have a nap and dream about
Deception.
our new mayor.
Our new mayor day.
That made it harder.
Why do you make it harder?
Because it's less believable. You say, "We're dreaming about my mayor day." What is it? You calling it mayor day now?
I don't know. That
You
was
celebrate the mayor.
It's the French. You know what that is in French, right?
I used to. I've forgotten all my French.
I never knew.
I see Marcus knows.
I used to be fluent in French. Now I've completely forgotten the language.
What does it mean?
Marcus, you want to
No, I don't know.
We'll find out
You're
later.
good.
Just roll your dice.
Just leave that.
No, I don't
Roll your dice. We'll look it up later.
Yay, that's
know.
good.
17.
17. Oh,
Wouldn't that be 19? Because
the mayor just
plus
goes,
No, it's for deception.
Oh.
Mayor Day. What a great concept.
six.
Now that he's distracted thinking about that.
Yeah. Okay, Gimbal, lockpick.
Yeah.
So what are you going? Are you going for the small one or the big one?
I'm gonna try using the digits from his birthday to do the combo on the big safe.
Okay. The 57th of Penton, which if I remember correctly,
I would imagine that's the 5th month.
That's what I
it
was
is the
thinking.
5th month. Yes.
Don't forget to try it in both month, day, and day month.
Don't
Wait,
worry.
no, never mind. It's not.
I was
It's
already gonna do
not.
that.
actually.
Both day,
What?
month, day.
The American calendar.
Oh yeah, right. Sorry, it is the 5th month. I was thinking of Propin, which is the third month.
Because I heard pent, and I'm like,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
no way it's not the 5th.
Yeah.
Quick question, why is it called the penthouse? Is it just the 5th house?
Because it's on the 5th floor.
Why is it always on the 5th floor?
No.
No.
It goes up by
It's on the
5.
top floor.
So this
On
is
the
really irrelevant to the
I'm
game.
just questioning.
See, the thing is, you said penthouse, but I thought White House, and I was like, wait a second.
This isn't a check. This is just you being lucky.
Yeah.
Roll a dice. D20.
What?
Yay! She breaks the lock.
No, this is for the see if this was the right code.
You actually reset the code to something different.
Yes! No!
Gimbal.
But wait, if I'm punching in the digits of his birthday, and I reset it, then there I go. I have those
Well,
You just hit
Gimbal
000.
goes starts messing in. Gets the 57th of Penton, so 575 in the lock, and tries it. Doesn't seem to work, and then Gimbal kind of sighs and kind of stomps a leg.
Click.
Missing. You accidentally you hear a little click in the thing, and you accidentally kick a bunch of the numbers. They spin and shift. You go back to it and try it. You're not sure what's just happened, but something happened with the lock and it's still locked.
Now the mayor doesn't even know the
I'm
code.
just gonna yeet that dice over there.
Good. So
Try to continue locking.
You got another chest.
you have a bit of time. The mayor.
I'm gonna try again.
Okay.
Another one.
So this one is with dexterity.
You have to use lock picking. There's no way you could guess the code now. It was smart, but that was a 1.
Alright, so I got.
I was like, as long as you just roll below a 5, she's fine.
Oh.
Because that's
such a low bar.
he's not very smart, so it would totally be his code. Even
But
if it was, it's
now,
not now.
later he's gonna need to
I
get
think I
someone
know
to get
the
in.
code. 1, 2, 3.
See, I was gonna do that, but then I reset the whole thing. But now, even if I can't get in, then maybe later he'll just ask for help in us breaking into it to
I
get
mean,
open because he can't get in either.
Yotun knows the code. It's just his fist.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, he's a small block.
Alright, so
The
that's
big
gonna
trouble
be
Try to do it quietly, that's the problem.
23.
23.
Yeah.
After messing with the code, I'm trying. Why? Look at the DM in the middle.
Everyone flip off the DM.
That seems like a bad idea.
That's why I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Rocks fall. This game. Lightning strikes. No.
Rock small.
You try fiddling with the numbers a little bit. Eventually you just make a little gimbal sigh. Hey. And you just pull your lockpicking tools, and because it's just not gonna work. You were hoping maybe do it quietly, make it all safe, but you're gonna have to break the lock now. So you go in, you lockpicking tools. You managed to find some creases and things. You could look around, wait for you get to a rough patch in the road, and then you kind of jimmy and just kind of open up the lock. The lock is basically now completely broken, but you've managed to assemble it enough that you can open it up.
And what is inside?
It's completely empty.
No.
There's another
It's
thing.
trapped.
You open up the safe on oiled hinges. Apparently, opens up your lot. Inside, there's a door, and there's a handle. There's a handle. Otherwise, you can't see anything.
I use the hand.
Out like a drawer slides the innards of this thing, and you see that there is inside is a full house of casino gambling instruments, and off in the corner is a stack of papers which look to be kind of like strapped in.
What are on the papers?
It looks like
The top of the paper, you see is the deed to the mayor's house.
Ooh. That's not really useful considering the mayor's house is abandoned.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
shop from the
Yeah.
bushes.
Do you look through the papers?
Yeah.
It seems that for some reason, with all his gambling supplies, he has the various rights, the town's rights to various resources and the deeds to every single building.
Oh, I'm gonna take those.
Basically, it looks like.
Oh no.
You want to know inside check?
Yeah. I'm so excited.
Saying he gambled his way to mayorhood.
15.
15. That's exactly what he
He
did.
cheat gambled as well.
Can we do that? Just take all
He
his deeds?
gambled his way to basically owning or being basically the
The landlord.
landlord of every single pretty much every single building in the town.
Dude, this guy is so
And-
lucky.
And the rights to
To keep him
everything.
around.
And the rights to everything. You notice it's basically just the deeds to everything and the rights to everything. Various rights to the Seek fruit mining area.
I
Just like
pocket those.
everything.
Oh
Do you like pocket everything?
Except
mean-
for the deed to his house.
Most of these deeds
Oof.
don't really matter anymore because we.
Most of them
From
don't.
dust to
But
dust.
they'd probably be like,
It'd be more like the
plant-
resource stuffs.
yeah, but the resource things, but also it'd probably be like they'd probably just take them and modify them to be like and change the location to be at New
Yeah.
Nehlets, you know, because it'd be like who wants to write up all new things.
Yeah,
Just edit
besides, I
them.
would like to point out that it's our castle.
Yes.
Quickly, write a deed for us.
Yeah.
I can get on that.
That's a really good point. We should make
Although-
a deed for the castle.
As far as you
In
can
our
tell,
name.
people in this town don't seem to care too much about who has a deed of what.
Ren,
Yeah.
Ren, do you have parchment?
But he seems to have
Yes.
gambled his way into
I'll write up a
some
deed
form
for
of
our
power.
castle.
Excellent.
I also wanna
give
take
you parchment and some ink.
Three of his.
Alright.
Three of his most
I'm good with legality
like
shit.
high worth
Like he has
of chips, poker chips.
He has no chips.
Oh, no, he had everything for a casino.
Yeah. He has things to tie up paper into scrolls.
Sir DM.
Literally, he gambles
Didn't
deeds
even
and
answer.
so like that.
He raises for
love you.
pink slips.
Yes.
Ren has given me parchment and ink, and I'm currently writing a deed for the castle.
Why would you do this?
That is under our name.
You are a devil. It would make sense that you are.
I'm good with this.
The
But
only
you're gonna make sure it's under everyone's name.
the only
right?
condition that I have.
Sure, I may or may not misspell the certain
I'm gonna say it's an investigation check.
Okay.
The
Just need to
only
make sure
condition
there's no loopholes.
that I have,
Would I have proficiency in this?
I'm going to assist in him doing this.
Okay, roll assist.
What's the check for me? Investigation as well.
Investigation.
Yeah, that's going to be I believe a 22.
Yeah, you have advantage.
That plus proficiency. 22.
22.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, you write up a pretty solid deed for the place.
As part of this, I'm ensuring that me and only me is also
I spell his name
correctly placed on this deed.
I spell Yotun and Gimmel's name slightly differently, and I pass back to
Is
him.
this the last time we talked about the gravestone, where it's like you need to pay to have your name properly written on the gravestone?
And then I pass it back to Ren. You can look this over.
Okay,
And
so I'm
I
just
do
gonna put in my
in
inventory
great
deeds for the
detail.
entire town.
Deeds for the entire town and rights to resources.
We need to get the mayor to choose.
I need a top hat
Like
now,
there's-
and three
like-
monocles.
Mr. Moneybags.
Oh my god. Monopoly Man makes a spider.
Oh my gosh, I've cut my thumb, so it's so hard to write.
Are you righties?
I once burnt the pad of my left middle finger, which is the W key when you're playing PC games.
That would hurt.
It was real rough.
That would really hurt.
So, yeah, you write up a deed. It's a little rough on the edges because since you had to write it on your knee in the
On a caravan.
bumping around and you're on
But
the
the
roof.
but the logic behind it is pretty sound.
Cool.
You've basically stolen all the deeds and rights to the town.
To the next safe.
And also in
I
this,
also close it and make it look like nothing happened.
Wow.
Just throw in a bunch of spare papers.
the lock's disassembled.
Maybe you should like knock it over, make it look like an accident.
Push, crash, and the metal safe flies off.
Ends up killing the mayor or something.
Hey, no problem then.
Alright, I'll wait till I go to the other safe first.
Okay, there is other gambling supplies. Like there's a roulette table. There's just everything you can think of. Many decks of cards and like that.
Oh, I want a deck of cards. I'm not there
Oh my god. I still don't understand why you're
Dice.
drafting up a deed for no reason.
Dice are very source. Everything you need basically to gamble almost every.
More dice.
Yeah. Basically everything you need to gamble for basically any game ever.
Does he have D&D stuff?
then. He has little miniatures just tucked away in the back.
This is D&D's probably the hardest game to ever actually gamble on.
Loaded dice.
My God.
Or
You
like
know
that
what?
ring you
Sure,
have?
he has polyhedral dice.
The ring that only rolls 20s.
Are they pretty?
Are
Or are they functional?
they're metal.
I mean,
I'm bored.
I mean, metal dice are pretty cool.
I don't
but
have any yet. I waited until
They don't
last.
really have plastics.
Yeah, so it's metal, so it's like super good.
I mean, I guess I'd have wood.
Do they have platinum dice?
He's not
Why
rich
don't you
enough
go
for
check
that.
Beerus' city? You can just melt a door.
that would be a lot of dice.
Bro, is
Yeah.
we
Never enough.
No, that city constantly gets robbed of its platinum, but we have so much it doesn't matter.
Literally. The max possible efficiency and size of mine. Of the platinum mine.
It's not going to
Speaking of the mining, when we eventually do a mining expedition, I think with how lucky this guy is, we should have the mayor just throw a dart at a map.
Let's do that.
And that's where we start mining.
Oh my god.
Well, it's better than in the other campaign where it was just some guy tripped and then he
Yeah,
kept tripping
because
over good mines.
I
and
just rolled
eventually-
really well.
Basically, they kept rolling so well with this guy that I had this running joke that this guy, they would leave the main gate for like a multiple-week mine expedition, and when 20 feet out the door, he'd trip on only just a hunk of platinum coming out of the ground. And they'd be like, "Oh my god, it's a platinum mine below, a vein below us."
Yeah, not only is it just like a shit ton of platinum, it's also part of the city, so it's extremely difficult to rob the mine itself.
Yeah, and yeah, it's
And
just
eventually he was assassinated so people could worship his foot.
Yeah, they
because-
cut off his foot.
because his foot was the thing that kept finding it. 'Cause he kept tripping with the same foot.
Surprisingly, it still helped because we found an Arcanium mine the next time.
Yeah, he found I think 3 ore veins, and then the priest, the mining religion, the priest who took his foot and wore it as a necklace, was
Big necklace.
he then tripped and found a vein while wearing feet. So
So it works.
he actually has holy feet, or did. Yeah. So if you guys want to find a mine expedition enchanted item, the holy foot of something, I can't remember what his name was, then yeah.
I don't
basically
remember the
that.
name.
Something tells me we're not going to be able to steal that foot anytime soon.
Nope.
On to the next safe.
Okay. Do you try to reassemble the lock?
Yes.
Sleight of hand. Actually, no. Again, it's another lockpicking check because you're trying to like reverse your thing.
12.
Okay. You lost a couple things here and there, but you managed to reassemble it. It'll never work again, but it looks like it's fully set up.
Things get damaged when you move.
That's true.
Basically, it still works and still clicks as if it would work. Just the mechanism inside, just a portion of it's just gone. You don't know where it went, so you're just like, it'll never open. You have to force it open from now on.
To the next safe.
Okay. Another lockpicking check. This is just a normal ass lock.
22.
Hey!
Hey.
After that ordeal with the abomination
Oh, no.
lock, you managed to
Why?
quickly open it up.
I know it makes you so
And
mad.
inside is just a couple is some coin and seems probably just his like personal savings.
Oh.
How much is there?
I feel bad taking those.
He worked for it. I was gonna say worked hard, but that's not true.
He was there when it was acquired.
He was there for the transaction.
Okay.
He
Roll a
was
D100.
100. Find a magic item. Find a foot.
Oh no.
Find the magic foot.
67.
Oh, damn, so close.
It's not bad.
I know.
I
Um,
saw the 60 and I had hope.
Sorry to disappoint.
We all it doesn't matter how high it is, we just all hope for the 69 to pop up.
Because we're children.
So, someone roll 2d4.
How do I do that? My thumb doesn't work.
2.
2. And 2.
Okay.
That's a 22.
Yay!
Yay!
There's a few persons inside.
Mercy.
One that has a gold stitch on it, another that has silver, and there's another one that says
Drugs.
More
well,
drugs!
now there is.
Yay!
There's four
He was
persons.
skimping out on us. He said he only had 11 left.
We hit the good
There's
shit.
there's a 4, a very small one that says drug. It seems to be like a candy wrapper for one of those drug balls. Essentially,
Zori's voice appears in your head. Take the drugs.
literally the devil in the shoulder.
Take the drugs.
There's a small purse for gold, small purse for silver, and another one that says gems.
I looked in the gems one.
Has a few gems, probably worth anywhere between 30 and 50 gold.
It's not a whole lot.
I'm gonna take one.
Whoa!
Okay, take a 5 gold piece for a small gem.
Can we bribe the mayor with his own money? Because technically we're not stealing it, we are giving it back, but we're just...
You robbed his personal safe, and then
It's
then the
borrowing!
mayor's-
How much gold does he have?
He has like 100 gold. He actually has a bit of savings, probably from all his
Twice as
gambling.
much as that.
You're
I
also
take
an adventurer, and you tend to get a lot more money as an adventurer.
I had many times as much of that, and then I learned 2 level 2 spells.
No, I'm gonna take 5 because that'll round my gold up to 50.
How much
So you're
money
going
do
to
you
skim a
make
little
for
off the
stuff?
top for all of this stuff.
50
Okay.
gold. and 2
If you
hours
skim a
per
little off the
level.
top, also take another like 20
What's what
silver.
I'm trying to learn most?
And
I don't know. But
do you want to
have to
chip
choose
a
from
bit
the
of
list of
the
things
drug
that I have
off for
access to.
yourself?
No,
Skim some drug off.
no, I tell Zori it's there, but I'm not messing with that stuff anymore.
Okay.
What's up?
The drug.
I am listening.
Sorry, I'm writing a deed.
So you
Later, I will inform you that there is drugs.
so you lock up the safe now.
Yeah.
Okay. You lock
There wasn't anything else?
No.
No magic items?
Be one of these.
Why do you think this mayor would have a magic item?
Because he gambles.
If
probably
you,
played a game with
find me
Atlas
something
at one point.
interesting,
I want
give me that
chess.
50 gold.
That's not a game of
Take you
luck.
up on that deal.
Yeah.
Although I imagine it'll have to be something that I can use.
It's
on
the
you
opposite.
as
It's the
well.
exact opposite of the game of luck.
Something.
Yes. No magic items as far as you can see.
Or just find some way to entertain me.
Okay.
Like
Like, give me
I
that
don't
gold.
know why you guys think that this hillbilly mayor would have.
Because you're the DM.
Yeah, you're already magic item rich way more than you should be at this point of the game.
What?
Okay, just because we're doing better than Waterdeep doesn't mean we're magic item rich.
To be fair, I have like 2 magic items.
That's true. Waterdeep, we have no magic items.
Literally.
Like, I don't have a lot.
I have a shield.
This shield is literally useless.
I now have a burglar's pass.
You haven't written that down
No,
till
I
now?
did. I did it last week. I wrote it down.
I mean, to be fair, I have like
He has the most
4
magic items.
Yeah. That's the thing. So you're level
I
what's
have
it
a-
4, and you're already magic item rich.
I have a magic hat that writes things.
I have magic lips.
Yep.
That's.
But
we're doing this
I
as,
also
like,
have
magic
5
fingers.
liters of holy water.
Yeah. You're up as another few.
Okay.
So,
So I
I
locked
have
back
water.
up the safe and
What'd you
I.
check the cost?
anything else you want to do?
money.
Does he have any other good stuff that I could maybe take?
And search through his junk he has in the back of his cart.
He starts searching his
junk.
pockets.
Yeah.
D100. That's not D100. Investigation check first.
You know, the mayor.
10.
You can distract him again.
I like how you started distracting him before the roll came.
You know, Mr. Mayor.
Sure. Roll. Actually, I'm gonna roll this for you. Roll D100.
Yay.
Keep talking, I want to hear this.
Yeah.
27.
Gimbal had mentioned taking a nap. I have been
9.
walking all day. Do you mind if I hopped in the car to take a quick nap?
He goes. He looks. He says, "Absolutely, Ren. Oh, Boog, you can go back to your own cart now. Berg's like, oh, okay.
I forgot he was there.
Oh, alright.
He's been walking beside you guys for a while.
Oh,
He's
nice.
Like, he's like, I'll come find you, Mr. Wren. He goes
I
back to his
toss
cart.
a rock at him.
Oh, I attempt to catch it.
I don't chuck it at him. I just go.
I
just
attempt
try
to
to
catch
aim
it.
Okay, roll an attack versus
Does this use my
dexterity
dex?
save.
Oh god.
Oh, I'm
Does
sure.
this use my dex?
Yeah, no, he hits.
The kid gets you throw it.
What?
What was your attack?
He rolled a nat 19.
Not 19 plus whatever I would for a rock.
Oh my you throw, and you
How did
actually
you
sink
get
it.
a
You
rock?
sink it.
Yeah, how did you get a rock? You're on top of the
Yeah.
cart.
It's a
I
pebble,
find
right?
one.
It's
Yes.
a pebble.
Yeah.
You managed to sink it into his ear.
Oh!
How is he gonna write stuff down when he can't hear us?
Into his little dragon
It's
ear
not
thing.
gonna be permanent
hole.
damage. It'll just be
I mean, you just
damage.
lie
Goes
back down
in.
in the sun.
Like, oh shit. He goes,
No, I'm pleased with myself.
Bert goes, my ear. He starts shaking it. Ah. He gets up on his thing. He's just like trying to knocks me out of his ears.
It's like when you get water in your ear.
Yeah, but
But it's a rock.
Imagine if it's a rock and stuck in there now.
One of my family friends had a spider in her ear.
Oh,
Let's not go there.
I'm a spider.
Yes, let's not go there.
Spider.
It can be a hill giant spider in the ear.
I'm gonna hop in the cart and head to the back to check up on how Gimble's doing.
Gimble's just like
Frantically,
swimming through the jungle.
I rolled a 27 and a 9 on my
You
D1.
just see Gimble's ass just shaking out the back of the
Yeah.
sleeve.
The whole cart's just shaking.
How big do you think my butt is?
You're the size of a golden retriever.
Spiders have big asses.
I feel like
Do
I
they?
should be offended.
They do. They have big butts.
What type of kind of spider?
But also,
Were there any troubles?
my ass is damaged. From,
It's scarred up, yeah.
and not from Todd, because I was stabbed in the
The
butt.
wand suddenly goes off.
Did you have any trouble? Nothing at
Um,
all? Everything's perfectly the way it was. Gimble, what's wrong?
I
as-
feel luck.
Well, I can fix that.
Mending.
No.
I'm gonna look for the rest of the parts to the lock.
Oh, they might have been dropped like miles
Roll
ago.
investigation.
Miles, how fast do you think we're traveling?
We've just been here for a long time.
Well, we were about an hour
10.
away, so
You can't find anything. However, I will say, Gimbal, as you guys search for the thing, you find a brass key that thrums with magic energy.
I find it or Ren finds it?
Ren finds it, and you find a swig of a little small little potion that seems to probably be the same. It's a little magical. A swirling brown and blue potion, and a magical brass key.
diarrhea in a bottle.
It's magical
I'm
diarrhea.
not going to take this, but I know it's here.
Don't worry, I'll take it.
No.
Sleight of hand. I'm not gonna take this, Gimbal.
Drink it, drink it, drink
On a
it.
whim, I'm still going to try and cast Mending
21.
on the lock.
21. You don't even notice that she took it from you.
You're trying to.
I know this is here now.
I'm going to try
Where'd
and
it
cast
go?
Mending on the broken lock.
Okay, you walk over, cast mending. What's the wording of mending?
Let me
Is it
acquire.
like a 5 by 5
Do you
foot or
have to have,
something?
is it just like?
I don't think that's the problem.
As long as
do you need the stuff?
I believe if the materials are there, then it fixes it.
Spell requires a single break or tear in an object you touch, such as a broken chain link, 2 halves of broken key, a torn cloak, or a leaking wineskin. As long as the break or tear is no larger than 1 foot in any dimension, you mend it, leaving no trace.
You
of
know
permanent
what?
damage.
Sure, fine. You managed to. The magic manages to maybe thin out the metal inside to make it. Maybe it's a little more delicate, but it works now.
But wait, the code's still different though.
Yeah, it is.
It's still different.
So you managed to mend the lock. It'll probably be more delicate now, but you can mend the lock.
I am going to try and listen to the tumblers to determine what the code is and try and open it.
Oh, this is a lock picture. Hold on. What's
Do you have proficiency in the
Absolutely
No.
not.
I'm gonna say this is a perception check to try to listen
A perception check. Okay.
because you're listening.
Fuck. 22.
Yeah!
22. You sit there for a while, and when the mayor turns back, says, "Oh, you can find a better pillow than that." It's because your head's like right up against the safe. He goes, I must have a pillow back there. You can use that.
Thank you. I will. I'll see what I can find.
At that point, you hear the final tumbler.
Okay.
Wait, I thought it was a combination lock.
I know. I was listening to the
tumblers
tumblers inside.
Not like
Yeah.
the one where you like.
You finish putting the numbers together, and it is now, and the code is now 937.
I'm going to reset it to the mayor's birthday.
Okay. You don't know that was the original code though.
Doesn't
Just
matter.
resetting it to the mayor's birthday.
Okay, so 575.
We should probably
And
write that down.
then
if
I'm
we
going to
wanna
grab a
get
pillow and go to sleep.
Okay.
Forget about it in the morning.
So Gimbal, what do you want to do? Ren
Did
has
you tell me the new code?
No. I just went to sleep.
Ren you cast some little magic, some
Can you
So
write down what the code is?
Yes.
wisps of magic sent from Ren's hand, and you hear a little clicking as the lock fixes itself. Well, gets fixed. Then you see him mess with the combination a bit.
Birthday as the mayor.
Then the I'll peanut butter, right?
I so much peanut butter.
I can't eat the peanut butter. It's too much. I feel like a dog going.
Get some more drinks then.
So I got milk.
I need something.
I think you're starting to drink more milk than I am now.
I'm sorry. I know that we bought this for you, but
It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna be able to get through all of this.
So then
I'm
Ren,
good.
We
After
finished
messing
one
with-
session, we're almost done.
after messing with the combination a bit, Ren pulls out a pillow and goes to sleep.
Or at least elven sleep, so it's more like a weird meditaty thing.
You're just staring at the
One
wall,
eye's just
like,
open and darting around.
Okay. Is there anything anyone else wants to do?
I'm basking in the sun.
Basking in the sun.
Yes.
I'm gonna
That feels
go.
nice.
I'm gonna go sit and chat with the mayor.
Okay.
I don't need to roleplay anything. I'm just gonna just gonna be buddies.
If
Okay.
the kid comes close to me again, I will see if I can get another rock and chuck it at him.
Oh,
Why are you
I'm gonna walk
mean?
fast.
You're
into
not
the
evil.
castle.
For
You're
now,
like
no.
an elementary school bully.
So, now moving on to what I planned for the session.
You've only been doing this for how long? An hour?
Yep, this is how it always goes. We've been literally having this 1 3-day travel session for a session and a half.
Are we there yet?
Yes, we're here yet.
Yo2 just saying that as he keeps walking. Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
You're the one pulling the cart after all.
Are we there yet?
I speed up to get there faster.
Okay.
We're now just far further ahead.
We
than everyone
arrive at
else.
the keep.
Alright.
We did it! Hooray!
So,
Lower Seamos.
yeah, I was thinking that. So you guys get to the keep, start unpacking and that. Here's how we're gonna do the time skip. There is currently 17 days left before Kiss gets here.
Kiss kiss. He doesn't like me.
He's indifferent too.
You're just there.
Kiss, bang, bang.
Yes. So Kiss is going to hear in 17 days. That means you have 17 days to get things set up before you promise to help him out with the nest, the beastskin complex. How we're going to do this time skip is this short time skip is that every single day of the 17 days, each of you will get a main action and a minor action to do something. You guys can also agree to get the peasants to do something, to do certain things every day.
Push-ups.
As long as if it's something that they would easily do, they'll just do it. If it's something that they probably wouldn't do, like build a brothel, as the first thing,
Brothel. It's like
you'll
fun.
have to spend actions to try to convince them.
It's a gentleman's club.
Gentlemen.
Or it's in the ladies' club.
So
They have sections.
now you guys go. You have 17 days, and do
A lot
things.
of actions per person.
Yeah,
Hold on, 17.
a lot
So
of
you're-
things to do in 17 days.
Wait a second. So we're each doing 17 actions and minor actions.
Well, we're doing it like a roll initiative, and then we're gonna do like a combat.
But with words.
Yes.
If we build a tower first, we get a buff to our Persuasion rolls.
I rolled a 17.
Gonna make it a time
I
to
also
drunk.
rolled a 17.
I
How
don't
dare
know.
you?
I got a 14.
You have a higher dex, you go first anyways.
Yay, me!
So what's the initiative?
17.
17, 14, whatever you got.
I love how you're pointing so that people who are
worst.
listening can't hear. See?
What?
The worst.
What'd you get?
8.
Nice.
No, you
No,
rolled
8 plus-
That's
that's
a
a
9.
That's a 9.
Oh wow.
I mean, it's still not much
It makes
better.
a wild difference to our overall initiative.
So
The mayor rolls initiative as well.
you're at the
20.
keep now. Let's roll to see what the weather's like tomorrow. It's you guys are gonna get up, getting ready. You guys kind of unpack and about goes to sleep.
I check this every day and I'm letting everyone know what it is the day before.
Oh my god. You guys, as we're going to sleep, you check it. Tomorrow is going to be snowing, which is going to make it difficult to start setting things up. What do you guys want to do?
Let's go talk to the drow.
Oh yeah, we need to.
Do you want to do that before we do the task then?
Yeah, I think so.
Sure.
You just want to CCN.
That sounds about right.
How's CN doing?
Okay.
Contract needed.
God damn it.
Such a good boy. Have a cookie.
Contract needed.
Okay.
Just put some peanut butter in his mouth and see if he starts lapping it up.
So much peanut butter.
He's like, such a good boy.
Peanut butter ASMR.
That's what you need to do, Alec.
Peanut butter ASMR, Jesus.
So
65 unique viewers.
So you guys are
69.
going. So you guys are going to go. First things first. Before that night is that the first night is that we're going to arrive to go see Trixie and CN.
It'd be rude if we didn't go and see her.
What did we?
And tell her that there's now a city here.
Just so you know, there's a bustling metropolis about to be right outside your front door. Enjoy.
But don't worry.
You guys go into the keep, and down that main stairwell down, passing the various bridges out to the wall, till you get to the where just about the that final bottom dome layer was, where you guys humiliated the fish wizard.
Good times.
I remember killing him like it was 2 weeks ago.
As you guys approach,
Except it
you
was
notice
4
that
days
the
ago.
that the entire level, like from at a certain point, from one stair, the entire like stairwell area right above has been covered in a thickened layer of webs.
Perfect for me.
Cool.
Fucking shit. I was like walking through it.
Maybe we should scream for her
No.
first.
Like a
Like,
thick,
Like you can't get
like double C thick layer of webs.
Can I
Are we talking like
Um,
Minecraft abandoned mineshaft cobwebs?
Yeah.
Worse.
Okay.
I'm talking about drought webs. Like
Drow make webs?
So the cave
my
spider spawn
pirate
area.
ship was made out of webs. That's how we floated around. That's why there's a bunch of spiders. But I was the
drow
favorite
mages,
spider until I was
and
stabbed.
clerics often have ways to create webs.
Okay, because it's like
knock
on the webs.
We should.
Roll a I think dexterity saving throw as you knock
Oh, I'm doing it on the
on the wall. Okay, never mind.
Not on the thing. I'm not done.
You knock on the wall. Roll athletics for loudness. Slam!
Punch us through the wall. We're here.
There's one situation where you might not want to roll a nat 20.
And that's the best possible result, right?
Yeah, but if you punch us through the
7.
wall, we're gonna have to repair it.
7?
Why
So,
do we have a +3 to athletics? I thought it would be more.
he's not proficient in it.
Yeah, he is. He's got a check mark.
Then
but he
it's
only
plus
has a
Why
5.
is your strength so... Oh, that's
I haven't
a
changed
Seamoth.
Oh! Are you using the wrong sheet?
Sorry,
This is yours!
he hasn't been making a lot of skill checks anyways.
I don't think he's made any.
That's
Okay.
so that's a
Good job.
26.
Yeah, I was saying, I'm like, there's no way. I know you're
No, I
plus
looked
4.
down and I saw it. I'm like, that doesn't look right. I thought it was 6.
This makes so much more sense.
At this point, Netseal and Nurep and Tinoff are basically going around helping people unpack. It's just you guys.
Everyone hears it.
You go down and you just go... Like on the wall. And very quickly, you see 2 hands wearing gloves plunge out of the webs and just push the webs aside.
I want these gloves.
You see a drow, a male drow.
Do I recognize him?
Actually, no, you don't. I was thinking maybe roll history, but there's no way.
I poke my head out from my backpack.
The drow kind of frowns and the eyes widen. He goes, "Yes, you're here to see. You're here."
Tracy,
Seriously, yes.
you're not her.
He goes, "No, I'm one of her assistants."
Bitch.
It's drow. It's not.
From what I've read, most of those are probably accurate.
Just say it out loud.
Yes. You know, it's just stay here. He goes and grabs the webs with the gloves, and just throws them back together.
I want these gloves, guys. I want them really bad.
You hear some sounds as he walked down the stairs. You wait about a minute or two, and then two sets of footsteps come back. He opens the webs back up, and there's Triste, who seems to be wearing kind of a little more fancy drow armor, kind of something more fitting of a drow who has access to a city or something like that. And you can definitely tell drow made weapons and armor now.
Cool.
Similar to the guy.
Near the city.
She goes, "Hello, neighbors. How has your travel been?"
Good, we brought the whole town over. Thumbs up.
She kind of raises an eyebrow.
Unfortunately.
She raises an eyebrow. That'll be good. Have some people to not be too bored with over the long winter. And
Leave them alone. They're ours. I'm in charge. I have the paperwork. They're mine. I own them. You can't touch.
she goes,
Actually, according
Oh,
to this,
I didn't-
Gamble owns them.
How conveniently. Properly spelled, Ren and Zori.
No, you own the keep. I have the deeds.
Yeah,
To
yeah.
the abandoned town.
To the old town, not the people.
she has the deeds to
One of
like
my actions is going to be to get you
the
a correct
tavern. No,
contract.
no, she has the deeds to like the Smiths, this Smith, that Smith, and all these different things. So like, and people would probably count them as having been as being like real, unless they decide to make new ones. They're gonna probably assume that they're real.
We gotta catch those in quick.
Yeah.
Well, on the
So she goes, I did not realize that surface dwellers often practice slavery. I'm quite impressed.
Well,
I
I
can-
just lean into
must be
Ren.
the spider in you, Gimbal.
I just lean into Ren. Ren, do they practice slavery?
I mean, depends on the region.
That's true.
Are we doing that?
Well,
Slavery was in general. It's not necessarily in the north where you guys are. It's not necessarily outlawed, but it's kind of looked down upon.
I'm blanking on the name, but aren't we like, isn't the dwarven area like next door to the one part that actively practices slavery?
Yes, that is Firebrand.
But
It was a nation that was once made up of escaped slaves, mostly tieflings. Because tieflings were the one race that were very much enslaved for a while in the northern region. However, in Firebrand, they got so hopped up with the idea of justice and vindication for their generations of slavery that for over a millennia now they've basically just they've been in a constant war with every neighbor, even though every neighbor is basically just redundantly please stop. And now they keep POWs, prisoners of war from their raids, who are essentially just their own slaves, but they justify it with POWs.
Pow.
Yeah. So, yes, the one region of the world that actually does a lot of slavery is the country made of ex-slaves.
To be clear, I don't think the townspeople are our slaves.
Yeah,
I just don't want her touching them.
well, I think in the end this will end up as a net win for both of us. I imagine the particular circumstances are more to act as a smokescreen for any other of our activities, and having an active town is probably a good way to make people not even remotely expect anything else going on.
That is true, Ren. I think this can be nothing but good for us. Thank you.
See this as an absolute win.
I agree.
Is there an
Didn't do
easier
the
way?
hands.
Is there an easier way to contact you so I can just waiting for this guy with the gloves to come get you?
Yeah, he's a little bit slow.
Yeah.
It took him literally like 50 seconds.
It wasn't
That's
fast
slow.
You
enough.
just got beaten so much.
Okay.
To be
Yeah.
honest, he's drow scum. In like
Can
the
I?
lady's eyes.
The guy's eyes kind of like flare a little bit, but you see that he's like keeping his composure. She scowls. Just some male filth.
Guys, am I right?
Yes.
That's the drow. That's the drow. So some male filth. I'll get a new one later. He goes, oh fuck.
I just make the biggest grin at him.
If he's no longer of service to you, I'm sure Zori could retrain him.
I could find something for him.
I'm just trying
Sure.
to get you laid.
Persuasion.
Oh, okay.
The male and female thing isn't separate. It's just race in general.
Oh, I know, but
Yeah,
you
Like
haven't
just
had a
bone
drow
trees to
yet.
be, and it would
Yeah.
count.
What was it, persuasion?
Persuasion.
A whole 11.
Oof.
Take
She go-
that.
She goes, unfortunately, how much I'm sure you'd be astounding at the punishment and retraining of this filthy male. I take great pleasure and pride in my work. I think it is not necessary.
Who wouldn't take pride and pleasure in work?
I'm not sure- her work isn't the nice kind.
Andrew doesn't know.
Yoptun doesn't know that at all.
Thank you for that
She knows.
contribution, Yoptun.
She goes, is there anything else I can help you with?
What kind of gloves is he wearing? I am interested.
The gloves seem to be made out of some sort of like silver spiderweb, but they're obviously not. They seem to almost be sewn and stitched together to look like silver spiderweb.
I know exactly what these are based on.
Yes, you do.
Spider-Man.
Is it a Destiny thing?
No, it's
It is actually a D&D thing.
yeah.
Oh.
And however, it was a mask in the other one.
Yeah.
So confused.
Yeah, it looks like they're very obviously enchanted.
I would like to file a note for this, to talk with Natlis later.
Okay.
Well, I think the primary purpose of our visit here is to let you know that perhaps our communication will be a bit more secretive than originally planned.
I understand. You want to keep our arrangement a little secret, I assume.
Don't think. The people above are
I
rather
understand.
naive, and
You service pros really do not like the idea of us drow.
I have no problem.
Personally, I don't
Well,
really
I don't have a
care.
problem either.
You're all sitting there like, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, you're awesome. You know that, right? As she's sitting there like, we know you guys hate us.
I mean, I legitimately don't.
I
think
could
this
not
is
care
Yoptun's
less.
first time seeing a drow, so he literally
But you guys have
has
all heard
no other
stories of the
opinion.
drow, and they're never good.
Yeah.
Literally, one of them is said to have destroyed. Two of them said to have destroyed one of the only two cities in the entirety of the Elven country.
Now it's your time to feel ashamed to pass campaign.
It's known that these two drow actually were who were actual various important people in their own clans, have slaughtered millions in the world in their time.
To be fair, it was the best heist we've ever pulled.
That's not a heist.
Mass murder.
We robbed a country and then destroyed its second best city. I'd say it's a win.
At least you didn't destroy the
And then
place.
before that,
That's
you
a better
blew
heist than
you
what
blew up half the
Waterdeep is right
continent.
now.
Yeah, we did. We did blow half
Shots
the
fired.
continent.
Oh, I'm so pissed at Waterdeep.
Okay,
Oh man.
so yeah, drow generally are not seen as nice people in this world.
I know. I lived on a ship with them.
Yes.
They fed me rotting meat, so it was good.
So
Oh, did I ask her previously about Todd?
no.
Okay, there's like one more quick thing. Are any of your spiders down there named Todd?
She frowns. This, Gimbal, I don't think the spiders here don't have names.
Do they have
They're
numbers?
tools of no, they're tools of Loth and by will and by her will are extension of her. You want to attribute a name, especially a male name to a spider.
Ooh.
Bitch. He's like, well, if you find a spider named Todd, just let me know. He's very important. I must speak with
Why
him.
do you say so, Gimbal? What are you what
They had
spider?
sex.
See, Todd was Gimbal's bitch.
Guys, I wasn't gonna bring this up. We didn't dock. That's not. Don't make that motion.
Just making the motion to Tracy going.
Guys,
She's gonna frown. She says,
she's a homophobic, racist, sexist, drow lady.
All right, I think we've.
This is like going to Texas.
I start backing up.
Sam.
I'm
No,
just-
but like with the really like the not the very mean.
I need to
it's
stop now.
Just, we can cut this.
I might.
As soon as it gets to like the outburst, it just like suddenly cuts and then we're all fine.
All right, all right.
So she's going to say. She looks and says, seem a little kind of perturbed. Goes, I'll look out for word of this Todd.
Anyways,
We should be off now.
She goes, one last thing, actually, I was glad that you showed up, so I could inform you. Some of my Drow clan have established a means to get here quickly. We've attached this to a current location of our.
Everyone's using portals.
Actually, no, we have attached. We found a path, the tunnels, to attach this complex to an outpost of ours in the Underdark. I hope that's okay. I hope
Opens up
that
more trade.
absolutely, Yotun. I promise that things will be very profitable and
Oh, I'm sure.
between us.
Oh, I just got a great idea.
She smiles. Says, "That's why I got this one after all." She just smacks the guy. Says,
Gimbal does not flinch.
Yeah.
This is normal.
now, please, I must get back. As you said, I must punish him. He just like sadly closes this the
Can I come with you?
I give the dramatic bow.
I just wave.
I'll try to get her attention before she closes it. God damn it.
Okay,
I
sure.
just
We're
smile
trying
and
to
I'm like, okay, have fun.
You offer your assistance?
Yeah,
Is that what you're doing?
I'm coming
Cheers.
with.
She goes. No assistance will be needed. Thank you.
What about afterwards?
They just close the webs.
Damn it.
Trying so hard.
I wanted to see
The
if they
second
could
the
hook
webs
us up
are
some
closed, you hear the snap of a whip.
I turn around and I start walking away.
Okay.
I'm a little dejected.
Why did you
Yeah,
guys
none of you guys are
say
feeling
that about
good.
Todd?
About what?
Why would no, you didn't
that,
know.
that both of you had sex?
Yes.
Why is that not important? Or why is that important?
Also, the Drow aren't necessarily homophobic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
It's the two male
I feel
thing.
like the two male thing would
That's
be a
the
big
issue.
problem to them. Two
if it was
females would probably
lesbian,
be like
it would be fine.
super, super cool. Two males would be like the worst possible thing for them.
I think for at least for Drow in my world, they don't necessarily care too much. Things if it's a noble family, then it's a problem. But if it's like cause they need to make sure that certain things are about it. But if it's like commoners, they don't really care too much.
That's
I
what
think-
orgy pits are for, right?
I think honestly, if it's commoner, it's not important enough that it doesn't really matter.
Oh, that's literally college graduation for the Drow. That is
It is.
absolutely a thing.
It is. It's a day rig. That's what Drow graduation is. Pretty much.
Yeah.
You say something about the sex. You didn't have to tell her. I was not gonna bring that up because now she has leverage. Now she knows that he's important to me. That he's the love of my life. Why would you say something?
That sounds like some major attached strings.
And not because you're a spider.
I will make sure not to mention it in the future.
You could have put Todd in so much danger.
I'm just gonna make eye
The
contact with
spider
you two.
hisses.
I'm just kind of like. Just keep walking.
I'm confused.
Okay. So, are we
By
going to
the way,
start the time?
for the record, I
Sorry?
haven't mentioned that I have the deeds to anybody yet.
Okay.
Just so.
Are
I
we-
totally mentioned that I spelled your name wrong on ours.
Yes.
Very interesting
Campbell.
way to spell the name. Gamble.
Campbell.
To be fair,
And
I
yours
have
is
a
actually
birth
pronounced
certificate.
correctly now. It's Jotun.
So, we're starting the,
again.
the time skip now.
No, Jotun's the proper
Yeah, Jotun.
proper
Proper
pronunciation of
No,
that.
but if you spelled it wrong so that it sounds like that.
Okay.
You could
So,
Are we wanting to leave this one here? As it's been an hour and a half.
we're going to do the time skip. It shouldn't take long, then we'll do it.
Okay.
Sure,
Alright.
17 actions, let's go, and 17 minor actions.
It's going to be quick.
Actually, technically, it is 68 actions and 68 minor actions.
Oh no.
Can one of us have?
A lot of them will be like, you guys continue the same action over time.
It's just
They'll be
17
like,
turns of combat.
I work on this thing for the next 7 days.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Okay. So, day 1.
I try to bone tree sweep.
This is not one of those
You're
actions.
not even. You're completely out of order.
You're out of
Kimball
order!
is first.
I was prepared. I had a prepared action.
Prepared action to bone. Okay. Gimbal.
Yo.
Gamble. So, what do you do?
You're a dick. Well, first I think we should probably focus on getting up housing for the townspeople, so that way they're not in our castle.
You have enough housing inside the keep for everybody for the winter.
Somebody might want
so-
to oversee the clearance of the death pit.
I can do that. Assuming that something inevitably will come out of that.
I want to help set up like infrastructure. So if we already have shelter, then the next thing would be food.
Just like bites onto your arm, you're just holding it.
Temporary shelter for the winter.
Okay. So then that's fine. We could do the building of the rest of the spring. Then I'd want to work on food.
We need a hunter's hut or whatever.
Maybe we should start Maybe I
Maybe
should
we
start by
should
organizing the
Let the
townspeople
archer do
into
that.
different like groupings to do different jobs. Like
Mhm.
you help with building structures. You help with the food stuff. You like do these projects and
You
we divide
chop
them
the
up.
stone here. Scribe.
Yeah, so maybe I'll start by divvying up the townspeople into different jobs, and everybody, like all the PCs, will get like a group of people that they can work with for man labor. Is that cool with everybody?
Yep, everybody has
Yeah.
10 PCs.
Cool.
Nice.
And there's 10.
No, 10 NPCs.
Yeah.
Alright, let's
10
start calling
NPCs.
Yeah,
people.
we all
10
get 10
PCs.
PCs.
each.
Let's roll 10 characters.
Oh my god.
40 character game.
I would love to do that, honestly. I like rolling characters.
Horrible. Oh.
But I like rolling characters, it's fun.
Well, if we did that, I'll be level 1, and I'd be like, okay guys, here's a Trask. like, here's like a 16.
Cannon fodder.
We all
Here's a-
roll monks.
Here's a 16. Yeah.
They're all just stunning them.
Was I think it's 26 or like 36 5th level monks can kill Trask with 5 of them surviving on average.
Perfect, we're fine.
So,
Cool. So I'm gonna use my action to divvy up the
to organize the people.
organize the people.
Okay?
And then for my minor action, can I collaborate with Zori and Ren to make the deeds all for our new location?
Basically, just kind of like make sure they're all good and edited for the new.
And that all PC names are spelt right.
Can you
Can you
read.
discover it?
You can read common.
Do you
Yes,
look
my
for it?
intelligence is 12.
You can read.
But do you look for it?
I can hide it in very suspicious
Zori said
places.
gamble.
Yeah.
He's talking to the
Yeah.
things. I think it'd be like, she'd
Yeah,
check.
fair enough.
She'd check. Okay. So, you guys go in and start looking at the
Yeah,
deeds.
so basically, like, here's the deeds to the entire town.
Let's figure this out.
Yeah.
Okay. So, roll an investigation check for making sure helping figure them out, and
19.
a persuasion check to help to organize the people.
Alright, so I rolled a 19 for the investigation, and I rolled a 13 for the persuasion.
Okay. Some people kind of grumble because they just come out of a 3-day journey. They're tired or like that. But they're
Do you want to eat, bitch?
It's also snowing, by the way.
yeah, it's snowing.
Okay, so most of
But-
the stuff we should do should be in the castle.
Yeah.
Keep them out of the cold.
But they are getting but they do after a little bit of hustle bustle get organized into groups. Okay, you manage to get a good head start on the documents. That's what Gimbal does for the first day
I organize a logging expedition.
with your group. Okay.
Yes, I do not go on the logging expedition. I merely organize a logging expedition.
I mean, the trees are relatively close, so they should be.
We'll put your
Sending them
team-
would be a
your team on.
minor action then.
Okay,
And your
perfect.
Action is-
Because I use the action to do 1 day of the stuff we've been talking about.
I see. Okay, go for that.
Wait, does the audience know the stuff?
No, this
Nope.
is secrets between him and me. You'll find out eventually. Don't worry.
I can ask Ren what he's doing.
I follow him everywhere.
It looks like he's just like doing his normal stuff. He looks like he's just kind of like studying. And,
Insight check.
so you just can't do that as your actions if you want to waste your action.
No. -1 to insight, anyways. I wouldn't figure out anything.
So you're
Here's what nothing's hard.
studying the books.
I'll
Or
get-
your roll persuasion check. You can do roll check to make sure to see if how good they do the logging is with that.
Check with what?
Persuasion if you want to make it.
That's an 11. I have a +0 to
11.
persuasion.
They kind of grumble at you, but head out to do logging.
I,
I love how
organ-
everyone's like, oh man, we have to work to survive.
I
Fuck
organized
this
them
shit."
very effectively.
It's more like they're gonna do it. That's why they're not like arguing with you, but they're more just like, fuck, it's snowing. I have to chop trees down. This sucks. Like again,
Oh,
people-
but I guess you
people-
got freeze to death.
Poor puppies.
they're gonna do their job to make sure they survive. But they're gonna. Doesn't mean they can't complain about it.
That's true.
Slaves don't complain.
Oh, they're not slaves.
They're not slaves. That's
In
why.
Yeah.
the contract, it says we own them.
No, it doesn't. There's no deeds for people here.
There could be.
I added it in.
Okay.
What if I added it in?
That's your next turn.
I'm not letting you touch the documents after I've worked on them.
Okay.
They're
in
all
my
gonna be spelled
inventory.
Campbell.
There's so many documents. And so Gimbel's assisting you to do the documents.
So,
Okay,
and
so,
as I said,
yeah, I'll
I'm making
do-
sure everyone's spelled correctly.
My action will be to copy and make new documents as needed.
So you gotta why make copies?
I don't
So like
trust that.
switch it over to make it better, and then in case I want to add a loophole that I can deal with.
I rolled a
Okay,
19 on my investigation of this. You can't get anything past me.
Let's see, roll super high in deception.
This is a nat 20. I'm gonna be super happy. What am I rolling?
Deception, try to like subvert
This is gonna be a 1.
Gimbal.
I have a
Is this
+1
your
in
action?
deception. My action is just to do the stuff. If something else happens after.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just making up new documents and
By the my expedition will be gone. Will be gone for a few days.
The
Okay.
logging?
no.
Cool.
If I'm rolling deception, it's 17.
17. You start to do it, but then Gimbal right near the end catches it and just looks and starts to fix it all. Okay.
Let's do the rest.
But you guys
then.
finish the documents. Minor action. What do you want to do?
I think we all know what I want to do.
Oh my god. Are you
So you're
kidding?
gonna go meet up with 3 certain things.
I'm gonna try.
Okay. You roll a quick I don't know performance check to try to like seduce.
Always performance. Do I have proficiency in seduction?
No, it's
Damn
the,
it.
the arts. You do
13.
13. We can say this is a multiple day thing.
I'm gonna work on it.
So this is the first day. So far, she just greets you semi-politely, but then just says, but then declines invitations of basically hanging out. And
She's playing hard to get.
Or she's just not interested.
I feel like with the internet watching, we must be careful of what we say.
so
Your tune. How is the cleaning up going?
Alright, I guess I'll need like a team of people.
Okay,
To just deal
your
with this
team. Okay, so
sea
you
of
want
meat.
to just spend both your action, minor action with your people to just try to get it done as quickly as possible.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, just you do athletics and persuasion, or you can do something else to like
No.
try to like inspire them to work harder.
Go athletics, go athletics, go athletics.
Athletics.
Athletics for yourself, and then
Yeah, 15, and then what? Persuasion?
persuasion or performance, maybe like inspire them. 9.
I'm rolling a
God,
lot of
happy.
9s.
You're just like running around with a mop going, clean up.
being in tune and being a little more like I guess like very like narrow. I don't know, narrow-minded, but like single-minded. Focus. Yes.
That's the word.
You start going cleaning up the meat and the bones. People start, but very quickly
Just kinda let them do.
people start like just leaving the site.
I don't really care. They can.
You don't care?
No. I'm not
Okay,
gonna get
As
mad
they
at them.
leave, I will gather them and recruit them to my logging expedition.
No, you do not.
Oh.
They're leaving to puke. They're puke, and
Oh, right, you're in the
disgusted.
bone book.
Yeah, I am.
Well, the
Because-
bone book.
Probably
There's
really bad
because
stuff.
as you look in, you see Yotun is cleaning up the rotting corpses of people.
Oh, lovely.
And yeah, when they go out and they leave to puke, I will guide
Slide
them away.
out.
And
Tell them to go
That is your
inside.
next turn.
For
Okay.
sure.
And that's
Hey,
the first
Wait,
day.
can I
First
as
day.
my minor action? Can I bring like the bodies or ask Shimmery or whatever if she needs them?
Scream it off.
Yeah, not Shimmer off.
That's
Tree
seal.
That's
Tree sweet.
that's
The
seal?
drow?
Drow.
Or...
For
Yeah,
I was
please,
thinking
please.
that's seal for necromancy.
Yeah,
I'm
you
okay with that.
So she doesn't have animate that yet. That's fine.
But when she does,
Does she need the rotting
Bunch of
bodies?
bodies.
Or the bones or something? I don't know.
By the way, at this point, Netseal is also studying. Nireb is starting to try to
Oh, is he cleansing?
cleanse the main hall, which is so demonic. He's trying his best. It's slow going, and Trimonov is out probably just doing manual labor, helping people out.
Cutting down trees.
No, she's not with the work expedition.
you're just getting everyone to cut down
The entire
trees.
village goes to cut trees.
It's really one of the most important things is that we have a bunch of wood for the winter.
But we should be careful
Do you
about
know how
eat
much
wood.
wood we have to burn to heat a castle?
Can you eat wood? Can you eat wood?
Can you eat
It
it?
depends on how ambitious you are.
Oh my God.
We should be careful. People do make like spark like soup.
Yeah,
Exactly.
But
Flavoring for when we boil water for our only source of food.
But we should also be careful about how much we're taking from around the castle. And we should slightly spread it out because we don't want Rana to notice like, oh, there's
Yes,
all of a sudden a giant clearing.
There
So-
already is a giant clearing with a demon castle. I feel like it's not exactly subtle.
No, I'm just saying like we shouldn't like clear out too much immediately.
Okay, so
we
what-
should like thin it out.
So the peasants right now is we're gonna
the longer sight line for an approaching force.
I
Are you
agree.
saving any
This is-
peasants for like scouting, like home defense? Are you saving any
Out of
for
my group?
out of any group? Are you guys? What
The
do you guys?
guys that throw
That
open
can
my
be
group
mine.
can go off.
I don't even have a group right now.
Yeah.
You don't have a group. You
You
would
have
guard
10.
them.
Okay, then your group is the one doing kind of like scouting and like
I'm
perception,
fine
watching the
with
wall.
that. I'll train them in fighting after I finish with this bullshit.
Okay.
We should build like a.
I am-
Deeds are boring,
I'm giving us a town.
and they're boring.
So yeah, you go and your people try to help a little bit, then just
If they need to leave, they can leave.
They
'cause
leave.
I know it is not pleasant down there.
no. It's literally you breathe in flies and rot. Like you're like.
It's fine.
One of the reasons why you're probably not getting disease is because
Prestidigitation.
everyone else, if they stay here, they're probably gonna get a disease, honestly.
Yeah.
Just prestidigitation everything.
Good thing I don't need to breathe.
I mean, he could. He could literally just make like this small little I think it's 5x5, just enough for like a nice smell to go around his
Good
head.
thing
and that's
Nireb does not know lesser restoration.
Or you could ask Trixie to lend us some of her drow. She could use the meat to feed her
Yeah,
spiders.
no, we can't bring them into the town
it.
though.
That is correct. We cannot bring
That's
them
true.
through
That's-
that.
Suddenly a bunch of drow workers coming up from the basement to help
We
us
could
clear a
disguise
pit of
them with
bodies.
mustaches.
Yeah, the drow
you
are
think
way too
drow
proud
work
for that.
themselves? Nah, they have slaves.
No.
They have slaves.
Yeah, but Yeah, what will we get? A bunch of bugbears or something like that? That's going to be equally suspicious.
Kobolds, bugbears, goblins. Yeah,
It's going to be equally suspicious when we bring up all of these races that are known to like assault towns. And we're like, oh yeah, we're just going to help them. We're just going to get them to help us clear out this meat pit. Just don't mind us.
So that was the first day.
Does the drow need any of the rotting meat / bodies?
On your turn, next turn, you can go and like talk to her, like, hey, do you need any of this?
All right, I will.
Alright, for
Also,
my...
clearing the meat pit, I was going to take more than one
Tell
day.
me, I'll break the
Yeah, I
ice.
Uh,
I need conversation starters.
If you want, you can just do that. That's your main action for the next 4 days.
Okay.
Alright, for me, I want to work on securing a clean water source and where you look up food situation and such things.
See if you can plant the rock things underground.
What?
But the drow are
the
under the
thing-
ground. We'll have to mine.
Oh, the Seek
The
seeds.
seek seeds.
I mean, we
yes,
can
if you
dig.
plant them in the meat pit after it's cleaned.
Josh is the...
I was like, until you said after it's clean, I was like, oh my god!
Fertilizer!
Blood fruit.
They would probably grow very well.
You're not.
That could be my garden. I'm
That
gonna make
is-
a garden.
Oh, no! Okay, so you're starting to clean meat out. Gimble, what are you doing?
As I said, I would like to worry about securing a clean water source
How?
and food situation. I don't know.
Dig a well.
What's your group
drown
doing?
ahead?
The drow aren't in
And
the
water.
So
entire
your people are going to go out
surrounding area.
and start hunting like animals
Just
and
dig their
dry,
hole and
and
put
then
the
eventually
vegetables
probably
there.
bring the meat back and start drying it off.
Yeah, we're worried about making food source for the
Okay,
winter.
okay. So people going out, getting food, coming back and curing it and their stuff.
And I'll have a couple more doing looking for
That
water
is-
source of the cache.
Food is one thing, water is later. Yeah, it'll take your group. You'll do food right now, or water. What are you doing?
Am I not helping?
Sure, you can help make it travel quicker or more or better.
He ends up eating half the stock.
Okay,
Maybe
roll.
I shouldn't be with this.
maybe you're looking at water while they're doing food.
Yeah, I'll do the
I'm
water.
really just thinking I
Gimble's
would be
trying to
much
figure
better
out-
at this.
Gimbal, roll some sort of
Yeah, but
intelligence.
you seem to have other
Roll
priorities.
history,
That is
Gimbal. Try to think of
bonus.
ways you knew how to get water.
7. I got water off the side of the boat. That's how I know how to
It was
get
fresh
water.
water, yeah. So you're just like
Honestly,
you're
I
trying to
throw a bucket over the wall of the castle and nothing comes.
you're
you
you
can
do
probably just
that.
melt the snow.
that is true.
You're so smart, brother. I start gathering snow.
You spend the entire day like just throwing buckets. The thing is, there's nothing coming up, brother. and then you just like wait for the snow to pile up, and you're just like, oh my god, like, I can do that.
Riffle.
That's true.
'Kay.
So you found a water source, the snow, at least for the winter.
Yeah, I'll start work. I'll work on storing it for the next couple of days.
And
the
just end up
food
the
curing
corn
process.
here.
Okay, so you're basically your people, and you are going to basically spend, let's say, how long do you want to have them gathering food? I'm going to say a day's worth of food. I'm taking this out. Days worth of food gathering is probably going to give you guys maybe, if they're good, a week's worth of food.
In one day.
Yes.
How long is winter?
Winter
A lot more
in
than
this
1
part of the world. Actually, none. Actually, you and Yochu have been in this part of the world for a while. It's about it's the northern part. It's about 6 months long.
Okay, so we're just gonna
That's
gather.
600 days.
We're gonna gather food.
Or 60 weeks.
Yes.
Fun.
We're gonna gather food all week.
So for 60 days, 60 weeks. That means you kind of just need to gather food as long and as much as possible.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Okay. So your group.
Time's get done
We
for
have
me.
16 days left, so if you do it for like 6 days, then
I get 16 weeks.
No,
So
I
that's
guess
your
6
group
weeks.
doing that. Cool.
yeah, but I mean that's still pretty good.
16 weeks of food.
Yeah.
Okay. So further notes, you dedicate your group basically just like on food and water.
Yeah.
Resources. Okay, and then what are you doing?
I said I was doing water.
That's true.
More
The
snow.
next full week is just the same thing,
So the next 10 days.
Yeah.
Okay. And
including
your
the
group,
first day.
And your group is just doing. It's the next few days. It's still.
For
Okay.
a full week, my group is just gathering
It's basically
piles and
for the
piles
next
and
9 turns,
piles
you're good.
of wood, and I'm finishing what we've been talking about.
Okay, for the next 9 days, you're good then.
Yeah.
Then,
Yes.
Zori,
Um,
do you want to just do a big like unified check for the next week of trying to flirt?
that's not gonna be my main thing.
Oh no.
That's my minor thing. My main things. Am I finished with the documents?
Oh, you should train the
Documents?
guys.
Yeah, you and Gimble have finished the documents. You kept trying to put stuff in, but Gimble managed to catch basically everything, especially the naming stuff.
I'm assuming she would have corrected my name too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I said every PC name.
You fix it from being pronounced correctly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is a fantasy world. The real pronunciation doesn't exist here.
So,
Just waiting for that
What do you
storm
want to
giant
do?
come back.
I'll start training people in fighting and hunting things.
okay. Then roll a performance check to give demonstrations and help them.
Can I use
You can
history
use-
instead for this?
You could use history or performance, and if you want, you can use your dexterity to as the ability score.
I'll do history.
Okay, so you history proficiency. You're proficient. You basically it's a dex check plus proficiency.
That's the same as my intelligence plus proficiency, so it's exactly the
Doesn't
same.
matter then. Go for it.
1!
Ooh, actually, as you start training them, and you're teaching them various ways to like fight and things, and eventually at the end of the day, you're teaching them how to. You keep trying things. They're starting to maybe get the hang of it, like understand it.
I'm not a good teacher.
It's not your problem, it's their fault.
Well, you basically start doing stuff. It's fine, and then and then one of them, as you're trying to teach them like what to look for when spotting enemies,
Spots an enemy.
stops says, Missouri, what's that? And points to the side of the mountain. There's a large plume of smoke.
Let's try to find Ren.
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 Yeah.
Ren.
We have a problem.
There's a problem outside.
My owl is just gonna fly straight up, and I'm gonna see what I can see.
Perception. No, you don't. You not. Are you not? Are you there?
What?
Are you there?
I sent my owl up, so
Yeah,
I'm
so
just looking through
it's
the
looking
owl.
at itself.
Yeah, well, I can see through the owl.
Yeah, but it does, how does it aid you if it's
Owl
only
gets
its eyes?
advantage on perception.
Oh, okay.
It's
They
just-
just automatically get
it's
it.
just
I
automatically
I'm
gets
throw
it.
that.
Nice, nice.
13, or sorry, 12. Plus 3 for now.
You see the plume of smoke.
Your kind of bird flops around and tries to look at it. The smoke obscures most things. You kind of look around for a while, and it's there for like an hour. Then it starts to kind of peter out. At the very end, as it basically peters out, you catch a glimpse of some very large bipedal creatures. Humanoids looks like. Hunched over and massive, with varying degrees of yellow and green skin.
These hell giants.
My guess is probably giants. We should stay away from that area.
Oh, they could be our friends.
I highly doubt that.
No.
Think about how easily they could build things.
Yeah.
Think about how easily they could turn you into a pulp.
Well, I don't know about you.
I think that includes you.
He doesn't pulp.
It would be more
I
of
feel
fine
like-
dust.
I feel like for
Fine
him,
dust.
it would be like brief resistance and then just slowly crushed. You guys, it's just a splat.
Have you ever seen a can stomped on?
But Giant is on Zori's list.
I really hope it's not.
What if you go and
It's
talk?
every
need to-
race.
I need to check something.
What if you tell them that the town we're in isn't the castle, but it's somewhere else?
This isn't
So
the
they
castle
go
you're
there.
looking
Or
for.
what if we just leave the giants alone?
I'm fine with that.
I'm alright with that. I'll make sure
Maybe
that...
keep an eye out on the area.
I
I'll
spend the
do
next
that.
3 days journeying to the.
No!
Roll a new character.
Okay, so now
I already have
do you
a
want to
backup
make the
plan.
next week is just you training people?
I'll train people for my minor action. More seduction. I'm gonna
Probably
continue until
training
I
them
succeed.
as the major action and stuff as the minor action.
That's what it is.
That's what I was saying.
Okay. Okay. then you roll your performance or persuasion. Probably your performance.
I don't want to roll that same one that rolled the 1. 16.
16.
Yee.
Okay. You don't have much progress. However, talking to her daily, you have kind of gotten a little, I wouldn't say closer, but you have a little more familiarity between the two of you. In that she's very atypical drow woman. It seems like for the most part.
Wait, atypical as in
No,
not
yeah,
typical,
no.
or atypical as
She's
in
not drow.
atypical?
Atypical. So as in
Okay.
very as far as you can tell, typical in that, very much looks down upon the men of her race and anyone who's not drow in general.
Oh, wait, this is Treesty?
Yes.
I thought we were talking about the dwarf lady. I was so confused.
Seamoth hates it.
Dwarf woman is a very typical drow lady.
That's why I was
Only-
confused. I thought Josh messed up, and I was like, wait,
Yeah, the
she's a
dwarf
drow?
only likes drow females. Everyone else is the scum of the earth.
Yeah. So very much that. However, you learn that she even more than most drow seems to love spiders. Even other drow that might wouldn't kill one, but might be slightly repulsed by a spider crawling on them. You often find that you're never actually let in, but she often approaches with like petting a spider or just. I guess when you guys talk, just like chills with a spider like in her lap and
That's
like
a power
petting it.
move.
Pardon?
That's a power move right there.
Yeah, she basically just seems
I
very
shall start bringing Gimbal.
very comfortable with the
Fighting
spiders,
gimbal.
and often you guys talk about
Am I your winged spider?
Sure, you'll get.
often talks about these various things and just What do you kind of reveal to her? What things do you talk about other than
Knowing that
demons
Wolf
and
is
drow and Lolth?
knowing that Wolf is demon, I'm not gonna bring up anything fiendish. That's a big no-no.
Yeah, but she praises Lolth all the time.
Yeah, so that's a big no-no. I really don't know what I would talk about.
For someone whose whole character is surrounded by seduction,
I'm
you
bad
tend
at
to
it.
struggle with this a lot.
No, this is personally me.
I know.
It's not Zori. This is me. I'm not that kind of person.
She will mention that things are construction is going well.
We'll talk about the
There-
weather.
She
We
seems
should just get
disgusted by
voice
the
lines
weather of
from
the
Super
overall.
Seducer.
Oh my god, yes!
Okay. She seems disgusted by the weather of the overworld.
I knew you would
and-
know what
and
that was.
Yes.
I'm gonna very subtly try and bring up drugs.
Why?
I need to get a supply.
I don't think you need to be subtle with this lady.
Why would the... Sure.
You don't know. Maybe they have drugs.
Like they have some
You could
incense
just-
for like
See,
communing with
fine,
Lolth, but like that's. She goes. She seemed when you bring it up, she just seems mostly just confused, and she speaks of like the incense required to commune with Lolth and various clerical rituals.
Fine.
She just mentioned that construction on kind of the base, the drow base below is going well, and that her clan and possibly even the Matron Mother might visit soon.
That.
Hide me.
Okay.
So,
I leave.
you guys-
And I'm gonna tell all of you.
What exactly does that mean for me, as a player who doesn't remember?
a Matron Mother is the matron.
Mm-hmm.
Matron, basically the female head of an entire drow clan, and
She's
are
awesome.
high level priests who worship Lolth and are evil as shit.
Hey, sorry.
Yeah.
Can you find out
What clan she's in?
which numbered house they're in?
That's the thing in that certain cities have numbered houses.
I imagine they're from a city, though.
Well, the thing is, how drow work in my world, which you guys probably understand a bit of, is that there are cities that have that numbered thing, and there are clans that just have their own, that are themselves. Like, it's a mixture of basically large city states that have territory, kind of that each have different houses.
Are we under the impression these guys are not a city-based.
And there's also ones that actually have almost like empires and kingdoms themselves, where they have multiple cities themselves just for one clan. I would say that's something that you guys don't really know yet. You would probably want to talk to her more about that.
Find out if they're from a city.
A city, or if they are because the city ones are powerful, but if you're dealing with like an empire drow clan,
Yeah.
you're kind of things are bad. Like any other kind of again like Besem Raza was at one point the greatest drow empire and ruled almost all the Underdark. Before something happened to them.
Now they live under a castle.
No.
Or they're
No,
just dead.
they probably exist, but they're much smaller now.
Please find
They're
out
probably almost gone.
which clan they represent, so I can do some reading
Sure.
or see if I've already read about it.
Do my best.
Okay,
Do you try to talk? If you try to talk to Gimbal about any of this, then just let me know.
so
I'm assuming that we're all in a conversation together
Oh,
when I'm
okay.
talking about this. It's not just me
Yeah.
and Ren. This is something that everyone needs to know about.
Is there any useful information Gimbal would know that he could provide?
Yes and no roll history.
Because I understand that I wasn't particularly sentient when I was with the drow.
Yes and no, make a check for it.
5!
No.
You remember that at one point you were near a drow city that was on a lake. That was beside a lake, a large underground lake. That's all I
I
remember.
say this.
Thank you.
And
for
that
your
you and Todd
contribution.
fucked in an abandoned drow house.
Would I know what city this is from that description?
History!
Roll history. It is difficult.
He's had a book on it somewhere.
That is going to be 21.
Yay!
He's read about
No,
it.
red!
I'm gonna say that
Mike.
you can narrow it down to probably a few, but because of the nature of the Underdark, how everything basically shifts like a Rubik's Cube, you
Right.
don't know which one it would be.
Okay.
Yeah, but the thing is, with further clues, you could probably figure it out. But it's probably like one of 3 that you know of.
But also, that doesn't mean that
I'm
these
not
drow
going to
are
ask
from
you
there.
for names.
Thank you. I did not actually. I was like,
What are the exact names?
everything? Okay.
That's Zori's motto.
Alright, your turn, you're up. Cleaning.
Man, I'm still cleaning.
I
Go talk to the drow lady and see if she wants the dead bodies.
Okay.
It's worth a shot.
could use some of them as fertilizer.
She will happily take them.
Damn it.
I can give her half. If you want the rest of the bodies for something. I don't know what
Fertilizer.
it's for.
No, just give them
Okay,
all
I'll
of
give
them.
all.
We'll make
Give
more
her all
dead bodies.
Do I just like
Use-
chuck them into the cobwebs and the
You start throwing them at the cobwebs.
Well, I'm gonna ask her first, of course.
Toby.
You want
She
these?
says, she indicates one of the holes in the dome that
Am I just gonna like play like
it's like
basketball or something?
Yeah.
Won't dribble very well.
it says that to throw them in, if you get them in the hole, great. If you don't, the spiders will clean it.
Sweet, I just chuck them off the edge.
You basically, this one you just like push the bodies, just pop off the edge.
He just takes the time to Sparta kick every single one of them in.
This is doing Let's. This is doing Let's. This is doing Let's.
We're just all watching the same mechanical motion as this pile of dead bodies behind them.
Yeah. So you basically spend the next. It takes you about 4 days to finish cleaning it.
Yeah.
You still have like another 6. If you want to do something else for this, maybe
Did it.
try to start clearing out more of the.
Finished.
Oh my god.
Oh, good grief.
Start clearing out more of the room. Anything else you want to do?
I don't know. What needs to be done?
Forest.
You're the city planner.
We need people to cut down more
You're
Yeah,
trees.
literally
I
just
am.
doing all of
Yeah,
this.
that was right. You and I were literally on there for like hours.
Or logging expeditions.
Well, now that we have...
Wait, all you people are gone. It's just
Mining!
you.
I know, it
Mining!
is just...
Yeah, I stole all of
Do
these
some
people.
mining. They're dwarves.
You could start. You could help.
I'm gonna air it out. I'm gonna leave it and let it air out the stench, you know.
That's fair.
So I'm gonna go...
I could theoretically
You
There's
can
incense in
organize
there.
building
I'm gonna
materials.
organize building materials.
Maybe
get ready
help.
for-
Maybe help the smiths start.
Oh
Set
yeah,
up
I'll
their
set up
thing.
their forges.
Set up their forges. Maybe start. You want to start learning stuff from them, or do you want to just like?
Sure, I'll learn stuff from them as we go along. Why not?
Oh, is there anything else you want to do?
I will need to at some point build a like a guild hall for.
That's spring stuff. What you could do is you can start organizing that.
Yeah, I'll start organizing that. So we got all this stuff ready.
Okay, let's say it takes you a few days to do that. Start procuring supplies and start organizing people. Do you want to start, I guess, training them and that too, and them as well?
Yeah, I might as well train them.
Okay, then roll performance as well.
Are we just training them?
Can you use your
together
strength?
now? Why do
I
you
will
train them?
I can use my strength to do this.
I will
Yeah,
designate
strength
my
plus if you finish-
Dragonborn scriber to start following around these training sessions.
Sounds
Oh.
good.
Yeah. See, that is a 19. So what? Strength?
Strength plus if you have proficiency in performance.
What do
I
you-
do not have performance, so that is 23.
23.
What are you training them?
Various fighting techniques probably.
Yeah.
Solid.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're doing this together.
I one upped you.
Those
We'll
are
do some
really good
skirmishes.
vibes.
It's basically you have your own groups. You have your kind of like a strength dexterity based group and a strength based group right now.
Cool.
Brute force everything.
Okay.
Steal everything.
And also train them on hunting. So I mean.
Okay. So it's been 10 days now. You guys
10
have
days. Oh, okay.
10 days. You have 7 days left technically.
I'm still collecting food.
Collecting food.
You're just gone.
Logging expedition has finally come back with so much wood.
Good. Do it again.
Excellent.
You're doing your studying. You're trying to get it on, and
Roll performance!
and training. And you're training as well.
Yep.
Finish the meat pit.
I feel like sex with GC will be very violent.
Probably.
Yes.
I feel like you might not be. What does Ned Seal think of this?
Take damage.
What does Ned
Ned
Seal
Seal
think?
doesn't know.
Wait, we never talked about that, did we?
Yeah, no, and we're not going to.
We're going to.
No, I fly away.
You probably keep flying away, and she's getting frustrated
My
now.
people need me.
Okay.
R/.
On the
Great
who's
summer.
nearby the main hall on the 11th day?
Who's what?
I mean, I would be in the area.
Oh, the ogre's there.
It's still snowing, by the way.
Yay!
it's
And I know
It's
this.
a cold, snowy day. You're probably near the main hall, the closest person.
I'm collecting water from the snow.
Okay. One of the one of the people of the town, probably one of maybe one of your lumber people who came back and was putting supplies away, yells because of two. Ren, the your name has collapsed.
What?
Your name has collapsed.
Oh.
Do you know why? Or did he just fall over?
He's convulsing. Some of us have been him down. Come on.
Alright.
Oh, drugs.
I'm going to head over and see if I can figure out what
I
is
think
wrong
it
with your
might
rep.
be demons.
I think so too.
No, it's drugs.
That was upsetting.
So you rush down. Shouldn't we get the others?
Demon drugs.
See for now. I'm going to see if I can figure out what is wrong with it.
Okay. People are pinning Nerab down. He is still having a full-on seizure.
No. Clear the area and let him.
Roll persuasion. To get them, or maybe intimidation.
Not one.
Fine. They look at
You
you.
trip and start convulsing.
That would be no.
No,
one.
you kind
That was a
of
one.
Oh, it was?
Oh, was it one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all straight that one.
You're going to you're gonna trip. You're gonna trip and fall on hit your head on a desk on one of the pews. God damn it. Who else would be near the grand hall?
Lovely.
I guess I would be training.
Training!
So I would be, what,
Okay.
on the walls in
You're probably
on
down.
the top of the castle?
He's using the walls. You're probably doing something else. You're probably down inside or something like
In the meat pit.
that, or down. You're in the meat pit, yeah.
Yeah, where I'd be helping setting up the forges and stuff
Okay.
somewhere.
A guy runs up. A man runs up to you. You're thin.
Do they all just have the same voice?
It's the same guy.
Oh.
You got me, and then I just fell and knocked myself clean out.
Your name's convincing. Ren unconscious G. Ren, Vin's
Slow down, breathe.
Vin's convincing.
Who's convulsing?
Vin, you're in.
Both of them? Both of them? Where?
Come with me.
Please roll on that one.
He shuts down.
You guys run upstairs.
Party wife.
You see, Nereb is convulsing, having a seizure, and they're pinning him down, trying to stop him from hurting himself. And
Red's unconscious.
and Ren is just—he's not really convulsing, but Ren's unconscious and like groaning and just kind of just like an uncomfortable
Bleeding
sensation.
out.
Alright, well, I'll go over to Ren and make sure he's okay.
Please roll a 1.
It is not the one
Do I have to
entire
roll, like, medical or something?
A medicine check, yeah.
Please roll a 1.
One.
Medicine's plus 2.
I want this same guy to come and talk to us about it. That's cocked.
Cocked.
Oh, it was a 1
That
though.
was a 4 and 11. Wasn't a 1. That's better.
Separate
Okay.
game of medicine.
Okay.
Oh, damn it.
It's probably
How's
bad.
he look?
He looks pretty
I just
bad.
wanted to come, Zuri. It's like,
Go get the others.
Okay.
Can I attempt to, like,
No, Ren's totally fine.
Oh,
But
okay.
you
He just
have a
hit
small
his head.
concussion. You might need to like rest for a day or something like that, or two.
Could you at least like wake me back
Can
up?
I, like, help him up and make sure he's,
Yeah,
like,
sure. You like
okay.
kind of like shake Ren awake.
Ugh.
And they see the guy running off to go find
Ugh.
everybody else. Where are you two?
Right.
I'm
You
on the
two.
wall.
You're up.
Out in the
Yes.
I'm
snow.
gonna say that you're off out in the snow, and Gimbal's like above you, like, throwing buckets out. And part of your training, Gimbal's throwing buckets at you guys to like.
I'm just sitting here, just watching, just
No, I
laughing
feel like
occasionally.
I'm hooked up with like a small barrel behind me, like, and scooping up snow as I walk. And
Okay.
then when
like
the
a
barrel's full,
pack animal like plowing the field, like.
yeah, but I'm just collecting
Wow.
snow.
Okay. And you're.
I have many barrels of snow.
A guy comes running out, panting.
Fine.
Give me.
Did Netzeal send you?
Is it? Give me the.
What?
Yips.
What?
So out of breath by now.
I made a
These
snow.
are cookies.
Wait, but
I'm gonna need you to speak more clearly. I can't understand you.
I have snow in my ears.
Do you have ears?
How
Ooh, asking the real questions.
else have I been communicating with people for the past 12 sessions
Sure.
or whatever it is?
I mean, the question is, do you have ears or do you just have canals?
They're just canals, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My hearing orifices.
Yeah.
Covered in snow.
Yes.
Yeah. He goes. Yeah, that's collapse.
Who's in your head? Oh!
God damn it! The priest.
I told you no one cared about
The
it.
one who has saved your
I don't
lives.
give a shit about him.
He literally saved your life.
Like, the only two
Oh.
people that care about him are Ren and me.
You're both already there, so you're fine.
So,
Oh.
do you guys care?
Alright, I'm
Clearly
sorry.
not.
I'll bring, but I'm still going with my barrel.
I'll go.
He goes, cookie.
I'm just gonna start shifting. Did you say cookie?
Quickly.
Cookies?
Do you want a cookie?
I want a
Yes.
cookie. Do you have
Do
cookies?
you have cookies?
No. I start shoving one into my mouth.
Where would you get a cookie? Roll.
Roll for what?
So
Why do you have cookies?
3.
You don't have a cookie.
Don't have a cookie. You
It's
pretend.
drugs.
What drugs? You don't have any supply.
Alright, I'll follow. Like I'm not going slowly, but like I'm not like
I'm going slowly.
rushing.
So, in the meantime, Yo two,
Like 3 healing potions.
you just
that
helped run away. They're still holding Nero down. He seems to have stopped like convulsing. But his eyes while open, you can only see the whites of his eyes.
Yeah, he's probably possessed.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and take a look at him. Actually, this time.
Can I assist with that?
Yes, roll medicine to assist.
Wait, who has the higher medicine?
Probably going to be me.
No.
Wait, no, actually, he has a higher wisdom.
He has the highest medicine.
Yeah, mine's only +1.
Really?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, yours is-
I know this
I have
because
zero.
Surgeon.
I know this because I wanted to know after that fight that I was only.
Yeah, you don't
trying
get
to kill
advantage.
people.
Yay! So 13.
13.
13. Nothing's wrong with him. He just seems.
Are you sure about that?
Like nothing is physically wrong. He's no injuries. He's
Can
not.
I check to see if there's
Choking?
anything like spiritually wrong with him?
Arcana.
Cast identify.
That's religion.
You just literally look up. He's fine.
Religion.
You wanna
I
give me a
can
hand?
Give you a hand on that. 19.
That's a good help. The tiny one.
21.
21. You guys kind
Good
of
job.
look at each other and kind of look at him. The people kind of back off. You hear faint muttering coming from like the back of his throat.
Is there something inside of him?
you
Chest
like
burster.
Can I
hand
look
inside
in his mouth?
you look in his mouth and
Was this not done in your original medicine check? If someone's having a seizure, you're supposed to make sure that their
Well,
airways are clear.
yeah, there's nothing in his airway, but you hear he's faintly
Right?
muttering. He's faintly
You're right.
he's faintly muttering something, although you can't tell quite what it is. However, this definitely reeks of some sort of divine or unholy thing.
I feel like he's I just like to think he's been here for literally 10 days straight.
He has.
Just like he hasn't been
Convulsing
sleeping.
this-
Like literally, you guys look off in the corner, and he has a little bit of he has like a bedroll in like the corner, so he can like basically be here as long as he possibly can.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Do Zori and I show up at this point?
Yeah, you guys show up as Renan and Yotun realize that something
He's
is
fine.
happening.
He's just taking a nap.
Brother, I brought snow.
Heat it up and make some water for him.
People just blowing on the snow.
No. I'm.
Yeah, because if you ha, it's hot. But if you
I'm going to
together, it's cold.
take a little bit of the holy water and just sort of splash him with it and see what happens.
I'm gonna say his eyes somehow roll back more, and his chest lifts off the ground for a second. Then he goes back down, and muttering seems more intense.
Yeah.
Does
he's
that look like a
possessed.
good thing or a bad thing?
Perception.
Can
Insight or religion?
Can I try to check if it's demonic or devilish?
15 religion.
He's deeper into whatever's happening to him now.
I'll try.
He doesn't seem to be hurting him, but basically, somehow the holy water is putting him deeper into whatever's happening.
Are we able to tell
touched
if this
it.
is
I know.
a good or a bad looking thing with the 21 religion? Like, does this look to be...
Is this divine good or
With the roll I did a while ago,
is
can I
this
milk
his
it more?
god, or is this, like, a demon?
This doesn't feel demonic or devilish, or it doesn't feel evil, but it doesn't necessarily feel good either.
Oh my god, the neutral party has come into play.
Actually, to be fair, isn't the deity of the arcane forge neutral?
It's true neutral.
That's why Nereb is true neutral.
Can I just check to see if it's to do with his deity?
Wait, you have the glasses.
Sure.
That,
Roll like
Glasses?
religion or investigation.
Nope.
What glasses?
That, like,
Nope, that's a big
Good,
fat no.
yes, I'm wearing my glasses.
That's a 5.
What last time?
Detect evil and good.
He was neutral to
Nothing.
begin with. So it's neutral.
So he's okay.
Nothing
Let's
bad
wait
is
for holy
happening
water.
here.
Would I know that if I gave him a shot of holy water, if that would be a bad thing to
Like in
shoot?
its syringe, just like
No. Like a
Everything-
shot glass of holy water.
He's convulsing and unconscious. We're just pouring water into his mouth.
I feel like that's a
Drown
bad
him.
idea.
You
He's
can
not
try.
convulsing anymore.
We're gonna baptize him.
Yeah.
I'm asking, would I know if that is a bad idea?
I say try
The
it.
thing is, you can feed someone's unconscious things every now and then.
But can you? I'm more asking, is it a bad idea to feed someone holy water?
It depends.
I say do it.
I'd say a normal person, not really. It's probably it has curative effects to like cure disease and poison and like curses, but like it's not. I know.
This time skip's taking longer.
Yeah.
It's been over 2 hours.
I'm gonna like anoint him with some
After
holy
this,
water.
we're gonna cut.
Anoint him.
So you're just gonna start like holy watering the hell out of it with 5.
No,
liters
not a
of
whole
water
bunch of it. Just like a couple vials worth.
in his mouth.
I'm gonna start by just sort of dousing him in a bit of it.
I love this motion that we're doing here.
Holy
the guy walks up. What are you doing?
I am
Oh, I love this.
holy
guy.
water.
He goes, "Does that help?"
I don't know. Can't make it worse.
He offers his hand up for a jug.
I would probably not. This stuff is pretty powerful.
As he's pouring holy
Yes.
water on, I'm just backing up.
He goes, ugh. He kind of backs up to watch you guys. You sort of anoint him a bit.
Yep.
Again, you see his eyes kind of flutter, and his chest lifts off the ground.
He becomes a deity.
Can we hear what he's saying now?
No.
What if I crawl and put my ear
Because
hole
like
right
it's
next
loud
to it?
enough, but he's just like.
No, we're talking about
I need to use
Nereb,
the
not
staff
the
and
guy.
cast.
Yeah, no rep.
Oh, okay.
Pardon?
I'm gonna use the staff and cast comprehend languages to see if I can figure out what he's saying.
Is he speaking Dwarvish?
I don't think any of us
You guys know Celestial, right?
I know Celestial.
Yeah, it's still not that.
Okay.
You can tell he's not speaking a language. He's literally just muttering.
Right.
It's like trying to talk to Josh.
I know. Okay, I'm trying to fix it. So he's not speaking a language. You can tell that there's brief syllables that are definitely in Celestial, but he's not really speaking much of a language. He's like he would be speaking Celestial, but he's muttering and like mumbling and slurring everything way too hard to.
I'm
even,
gonna
like,
feed him some
comprehend.
holy water.
Okay.
You're saying we need to help him speak proper Celestial, or?
You start feeding him holy water, and he keeps like convulsing like that, and he keeps getting louder and louder and louder until he's now yelling. Like he's still just like.
I'm just laughing at this point.
Huh.
Is there anything in the room that like could give any insight into what he was doing or how this happened?
I
Investigation.
pull out my.
Aha.
I say write so that my hat starts documenting what is happening.
Good.
I shall cast identify on him.
Investigation.
I told you to do that.
Investigation, yeah.
17.
Did you?
You look
Yeah.
up,
Yeah, it's like,
you
has
notice that he
identified.
seems to have been at prayer at the altar to
He's
try to
just casting a spell then.
he's probably casting some sort of like he's probably casting ceremony on the
That's what I'm assuming. Because he was trying to make the place.
He's trying to make it less devilish, less demonic.
So it might be him trying to
Yeah.
fight that
Present.
that presence, maybe.
What, the like biggest, baddest demon of all time? Probably a bad idea.
Having a spiritual battle with a powerful demon, yeah.
The most powerful demon of all time.
Can I see
Can I
what
read
sort
what
of?
my hat's writing?
Yes.
What's it saying? What does it like? It's saying like
Blah, blah,
the
blah,
red
blah.
convulses with the power of blah blah blah. Does it say anything like that?
No.
What's it
cast
say
it.
about Nereb? Because it writes everything as if it was like.
The seal
Movies.
glares at Gimbal.
Convulses on the floor, mumbling.
I'm gonna cast identify on Nereb, which tells me what spells, if any,
It's
are
not an
currently
item.
affecting it. Sorry?
It's not an item though.
If you instead touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it.
We're breaking the game.
Identify. God damn that spell.
Okay.
We know stuff that is more far higher level than we were supposed to again.
Yay!
Maybe a little. Well, actually, no. It's funny because this is fine. I'm just a little.
Miffed.
Beyblade, let it rip.
I've been thinking about Beyblades while I've been watching them with your dice all day.
I do that too.
Just spinning them. It's fun.
Isn't there a spell? I know there's a spell.
Counter spell. We're all just spinning
What
our
are
dice
you,
now.
what are you looking for a spell for? I might know what you're talking
It's a clerical spell.
Then I probably don't know what you're talking about.
You know what?
Sorry, audio
Essentially,
listener.
No, I'm just on the ground spinning a coin and going, I'm no use here.
Once you get out of fuck Tracy downstairs.
I will go and start talking to Teresa. I'm of no use here.
Just be
Okay.
like, yeah, one of our guys is like having a seizure, so that kind of freaked me out. So I came down here instead.
One
I just don't want to be a part of that right now.
Wait, so you're legitimately leaving?
I'm leaving.
So,
My script says Zori leaves to go try to seduce.
Yeah, that's what it says.
So,
into this.
if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure there's a spell that makes it actually does this effect I'm doing, but like, yeah, it's happened. It seems that he somehow cast it. So, what do you know the exact spell?
Yep.
Something. It seems like he's having some sort of spell. It basically looks like astral projection, or like astral projection is being cast on him, as well as divination. He's being he's communing with some sort of deity, with his spirit. Basically, his spirit is literally like out of his body, and and he's like communing with some sort of deity.
Do we have any way of like
I
getting rid of the
say
spell?
we absolutely just let him finish this, and I'm going to.
Dies.
I'm gonna find somebody. Is there anybody else who's associated with the church that's still living?
With the church, no.
I
Literally
kill them all.
Literally only him. Everyone else is dead.
Everyone else has an arrow through their head.
Oops.
Hey, Ryan.
That's not true. One of them's beheaded by a whip. So.
Right. I say we just leave him for now. I think he's communing with his god.
Perhaps putting somewhere more comfortable.
Yes, let's get some blankets and things to place underneath
Maybe
him.
put him in his corner.
I totally
Yes.
Put him in his corner.
So
no one puts baby in the corner.
You put him in his bedroll in the corner.
Can we like zip him up tight so he won't?
No.
roll away?
You need to let him move.
He's gotta feel the groove.
I just don't want him like falling down a set of
We'll
stairs.
assign
He's in
somebody
the
to
corner.
keep watch on him.
He's gonna.
Shutting up.
Gimble's here.
I just
I'm going.
pointed to random people. You two.
Okay. Oh, we can have
Take
the guy
shifts.
with the
You have to
messy
watch
voice.
Oh my god! If he comes running back to us, he's a leak.
Because I could probably end this right now, but I don't think we want to end this right now.
One last thing is, as you guys are talking about this and setting everything up,
He wakes up.
He dies.
No.
His pulse stops.
One
No,
of
I
your
love
one of
him.
your watchmen runs in.
Yes.
Zori,
Mm.
there is
Why do they all have the same voice?
different voices.
Continue.
Josh is offended.
I'm trying hard here. Zori, the smoke's back, and we saw something else.
Yeah.
Ropes. Actually, can you roll perception for them quickly?
Me?
I can
Alright.
determine what they saw.
Sure. 19.
They saw everything.
Of course, when it's anyone
They saw-
but me.
A really interesting thing.
That's really great, but can you describe it?
So,
Describing how it records all.
Yes, it does.
You're not even there.
one
I
of
will have to laugh.
Oh,
we were on watch, and we kept thinking we saw something in the shadows, but we couldn't tell. We couldn't see anything. But we kept sensed that somebody was there, and then one of us, he managed to see what appeared to be a small group of people wearing dark cloaks. They looked pretty. I will say they looked pretty threatening. They seemed to be scouting us
what
from the
potential
woods.
thieves guild?
Close the gates.
Are the gates closed?
I would assume they would
Yes.
all be closed.
Okay.
By the way,
Defend the gates.
How many were there?
as far as we can tell, 3, but there might have been more.
3?
Um,
I can deal with that.
they, by the way,
Just look down,
Yared
pick
at
them
this
up,
point
and
has
drop them.
cast Arcane Lock on the gate.
Oh, just keep mending them and just keep casting Arcane Lock on it.
Arcane Lock lasts until dispelled.
Oh, so just keep mending it.
As long as no one knows Dispel Magic, literally keep mending it, and it's
Or
an
knock.
unbreakable gate.
Okay,
Yeah,
tell
knock or that. That's
tell the others they're in the main hall.
Are you calling me by the name from the wrong campaign?
I said call the others.
You said Cade call the others.
I actually didn't.
You absolutely did.
Either way,
But
We have it on tape.
this
It's
strange group of three people haven't seem to be not say stalking, but like scouting you guys out from
fine.
the woods.
Is it the same as the giant trolley
No,
things?
different.
I am going to send my owl to go
I'm
see if I can spot it.
You
we're
don't know
actually
yet.
gonna we're actually gonna end it here.
All right.
Zori's
Okay.
alone right now, so we don't know yet.
Dun,
You're all together
dun.
still.
No, she
I
went to
left.
go seduce. We
No,
just,
they come in.
They come in as Zori's leaving.
As you're leaving, yeah.
Damn it.
So it is all written down.
It is all written
Yes.
Zori is now dejected by the fact that she can no longer go and seduce.
Did that
That's where we're gonna end
down. Blue ball.
Cock blocked.
it. Okay, that's where we're gonna end today. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
Farewell.
Bye.
Bye.